Bueno, nueva partida. Capítulo 1, el héroe y la princesa.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin.
Como estamos empezando...
In the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Vamos a hacer lo siguiente, como estamos empezando esta ruta de nuevo, vamos a ir vamos a dejar que lea toda la primera parte de nuevo, por si hay alguien que no estuvo en el stream anterior. Puedo llamar a Pixie al narrador. ¡Basta! ¡Basta! No supero que Pixie sea Dying Slave en inglés. No lo supero. Eso sí, no planean entrenar hoy. Le toca descansar el cuerpo, le duelen las piernas. No, sí, descansar. Si te duele el cuerpo, no sigas. No es cuestión de forzarte. Ahí está. No de forzarte, de forzarte. Vamos a dejar esta como es la primera ruta y todo eso. Vamos a dejarlo que lea todo. Después ya en la siguiente salteamos todo. Vamos a hacer eso.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
100% furro, nadie le va a ganar a Tenshi hoy. Me causa gracia esta opción. Tenshi, el verdugo personal de la emperatriz, Erineu, ¿serías el portaestandartes oficial? Quizás no se fue buena idea jugar 3 horas de vóley estando 1 hora encorvado jugando metegol en un cumpleaños. Yo diría que no. Genial, siempre quise asesinar a un miembro de la realeza. ¡Viva la revolución!
That's the spirit. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
Voy a subir un poco esto.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Pacificador gérido. Me gusta cómo suena. Yo no acepto ningún puesto que no sea el que esté directamente debajo del puesto de Soku. Es que sí, tiene razón Tenshi. Tenshi es como la Game Master de los cosos, de los moderadores. Pero desea ser un guardia real, ya que está considerando abandonar a su actual rey. No había visto esto. Entrar en la cabaña.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Tomar la daga.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Entrar al sótano.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Hola, creo que estoy aquí para matarte.
Oh, are you now? Why don't you come down and let me take a look at you?
Great job. You gave away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero.
Mejor que se entere ahora, ¿no?
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
You weren't kidding when you said you were here to kill me.
Para nada, ¿por qué piensas eso? Sí, no era broma, aún no lo decido. Solo vine a hablar, calmar tus nervios y avanzar. ¿Qué? Para nada, ¿por qué piensas eso?
That giant knife you're holding kind of gives it away, doesn't it?
The blade. Of course she doesn't want to talk. Who'd want to have a conversation at knife point? We should drop it.
Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. Killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Tomarla con más fuerza.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
¿Y si no está mintiendo? ¿Qué tal si nos matan? ¿Estás seguro de que nuestra armada... Lo siento, ¿podemos hablar? No soltaré la daga... soltar la daga, aniquilar a la princesa. No soltaré la daga.
Then I'm not talking to you.
Perfecto, no hablemos. De acuerdo, parece que llegamos a un punto muerto. Mirar a la princesa con ojos entrecerrados mientras sostienes la daga. Soltar la daga, aniquilar a la princesa. Vamos a hacer un poco de acting. Mira a la princesa con ojos entrecerrados mientras sostienes la daga.
You stare at the princess, squinting. She squints back.
The two of you are gonna do this forever, aren't you?
Mira a la princesa con los ojos entrecerrados aún con más intensidad.
You squint even harder. So does she.
Literalmente le diste un arma y le dijiste go do a crime.
You're going to have to make a choice. You can't keep squinting forever. Eventually, someone is going to have to blink.
Aniquilar a la princesa.
Doubt, unfortunately, clouds your thoughts as you attempt to run her through. A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your thrust and deliver a catastrophic blow to your jaw. It feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer. You can feel bone grinding on bone where your jaw has been fractured.
Holy shit, that hurt!
Though she's unarmed, the shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing. Your blade slashes through the air again and again, and her fists connect with your body as many times or more, each impact as heavy as that first bone-crushing hit.
We can still turn this around.
¿Cómo? Terminar el trabajo.
You and the princess stare at each other, both gasping for breath, equally exhausted. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can at least make sure that she won't make it out of here either.
Excuse me?
Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone is still standing. Can you not feel all those ruptured organs bouncing around in there? If the princess doesn't do our friend in herself, internal bleeding is certain to finish the job. The two of you clash for the final time. You feel your ribs break as she delivers a heavy blow, but you push through the pain, falling forward and sinking your blade deep into the princess's heart.
Oh.
The two of you fall to the floor.
This was fun.
The princess gasps, her voice an unhealthy rasp as her lungs start to fill with blood.
You put up more of a fight than I thought you would. But I have to wonder, do you really think this is the end?
But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark,
Y
and you
mueres.
die.
Capítulo 2. La adversaria.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Ay, tengo una horrible sensación de déjà vu. Ah, pero estoy muerto. Pero he muerto. Pero si ya aniquilé a la princesa, si también me mató ella a mí. Pero si ya aniquilé a la princesa, sí, también me mató ella a mí, pero definitivamente acabé con ella. ¿Por qué estoy aquí de nuevo?
I can assure you that you didn't slay her and that she didn't kill you. People don't just spring back to life after dying, and the two of us are meeting for the very first time. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me.
Hola Franci, ¿cómo te va?
That's fine. It doesn't matter if
Tiene
you
que cerrar el
us.
estadio.
The only thing that matters.
Los genios hacen eso.
Se llenó todo de cosas, se llenó todo de cosas. ¿Qué tal? ¿Cómo te va? Estamos jugando acá el Slave the Princess. Estamos haciendo la ruta mala. Somos malos.
That's the spirit. There's no point in squabbling when the real threat is just up that hill.
Bueno, ir a la cabaña.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Lying and cheating doesn't sound like her at all. Not that it matters. It's not like she can lie or cheat in the middle of a fight.
Buen punto.
Are you sure about that? The point of my warning wasn't to start an argument over what circumstances the princess is capable of lying in. It was to give you some broadly applicable advice. The princess will do and say whatever she thinks it will take to get her out of there. So don't trust her. Ever. Are we clear?
Sí, sí, yo lo digo.
Crystal, let's just get on with it already.
Entrar en la cabaña.
The cabin is tighter than its exterior would suggest. Its cold stone walls press in on you, as if trying to forcefully direct you towards your destination. The only furniture of note is a black iron altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Tomar la daga.
You take the blade from the altar. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Entrar al sótano.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a rough stone staircase, its walls pressing at your sides and tightening as you descend. The air seeping from below is heavy and oppressive, with an almost sulfuric odor to it. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
No.
Her fierce voice carries up the stairs.
Is that another challenger? Finally. It's been ages since I've had a good fight.
This isn't what she sounded like last time. Her voice is a little deeper, almost threatening.
Good. Sounds like my kind of princess.
As much as I appreciate the enthusiasm, just make sure you don't let your bloodlust get to your head. You need to stay focused and keep your wits about you. Remember,
una
you're
cosa
here
va
to
por
slay
la-
the princess, not to have a good
Una
fight.
cosa va con la otra.
As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view, a large shackle leading from her wrist to the basement wall. Looks like she could rip those chains out of the wall without a second thought.
Oh, it's you again. I'd been hoping you'd find your way back here. Good to see that death doesn't stick for either of us. And you brought your little knife, too. Yes.
Oh, yeah. Es un momento, señores. Yo creo que... ¿Por qué no dejas caer ese cuchillo? Como quieras, nena. ¿Cómo? ¿Qué? ¿Qué? ¿Y el narrador y los otros cómo?
I'm going to have fun breaking you into little pieces.
Ay, sí, síguemelo diciendo en esa maravillosa voz. Espero que hayas escuchado todo eso, don narrador. Esto es muy diferente a la última vez, pero definitivamente hubo una última vez. Te ves diferente. Entonces, si me recuerdas, estoy aquí para liberarte. No estoy diciendo que no vine a pelear, pero creo que deberíamos descifrar algunas cosas. Por ejemplo, cómo es posible que estemos vivos. No estoy diciendo que no vine a pelear, pero creo que primero deberíamos descifrar algunas cosas. Por ejemplo, ¿cómo es posible que estemos vivos?
What is there to unpack? I was dead and now I'm not, and the same goes for you. There. Unpacking done. Don't you get it? We've been given free rein to wail on each other. Forever.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Alright, fine. I believe you. What? What you said earlier in the woods, I believe you. You've already met the princess, and the princess has already met you. That's all the more reason to take this seriously. You don't know that whatever brought the two of you back to life isn't a fluke. And beyond that, do you know who doesn't remember anything that happened last time? Me. I don't remember. Are you okay? Of course I'm not okay. As far as we're all concerned, the fate of my world is still very much on the line. Not all of us have the luxury of jumping over to a parallel universe the second we die.
Pues como te molesta me lo voy a tomar incluso con menos seriedad. No conoces los límites de mi apatía. Esta respuesta hubiera estado muy buena en el estreno anterior. No te preocupes, voy a hacer un muy buen trabajo.
Great. Now focus up and do it then.
Te ves diferente.
You look exactly the same.
Entonces sí me recuerdas.
Oh, I remember you all right. Best 3 minutes of my life. So, why don't we do it again?
See? She wants to fight us again. There's no reason for us to stand around.
Joder, se marcó maratón.
¿Cómo que 3 minutos? ¿Para? Atacar a la princesa.
Finally ready to complete your destined task, you launch off the wet stone floor of the basement and catapult yourself headlong towards the princess. Here we go. Let's make this count.
Oh, we'll make it count, all right.
As you bridge the gap, your blade slashes across the princess's chest, splitting skin and drawing a jagged line of bright red blood. But she's unfazed by your onslaught. Her expression barely changes as her fist collides with your ribs, cracking them like twigs and driving you right back down to the basement floor. You can hear her chains snap as you struggle to recover from the impact.
Oh, mierda.
She almost looks disappointed in us. Why is she disappointed in us?
Quizás porque duramos menos de 3 minutos.
You don't actually get it, do you? That knife may be sharp, but you clearly don't want to kill me. It's not fun if you hesitate. It's not fun if you try to trick me and make me bleed out. It's only fun if you go straight for the heart. You need to put everything you have into seeing me dead. Or what's the point? So don't be afraid. Don't hesitate. Kill me.
Don't let her get in your head. Reincarnation or not, this world needs you to win. She's huge, but that probably means she's slower than us. Take it slow, think it through, and don't panic. Bleeding her out is our best course of action. Don't listen to them. She understands something that they don't. The only way to win, the only way out of this is through her.
Puta madre, ni reflejos tiene el prota. Buscar el mejor momento para atacar directamente su corazón no es la mejor idea. Me parece mejor buscar el mejor momento para atacar. Pero no quiero matarte, quiero que me mates con Francie. Francie.
You push yourself off the ground and attack the princess, trying to bait an opening. You do your best to outplay her, slashing out and leaving red cuts in the tattered remains of her white dress. But you have little room to maneuver. For every glancing blow you manage to land, she slams you against the wall in retaliation, each impact threatening to be the last. This weak little dance isn't working. Just toughen up and overpower her. She's throwing us around like a ragdoll. I think overpowering her is a little out of the question.
Did you think you could stop me with a few cuts? All this dancing around is doing nothing but annoying me. I own this place, and I own you.
The princess's arm shoots forward, her palm wrapping around your head, fingers gripping your skull.
How disappointing.
She squeezes, the pressure unbearable as her fingers dig into your scalp. The last thing you hear is the unsettling crack of your skull and the sickening churn of what was your grey matter. Everything goes dark and you die.
Capítulo 3, El ojo de la aguja.
You're on a path in the wood. If you weren't so damned afraid of what she'd do to you, we wouldn't have died back there. Fear is good. Fear keeps us alive. We died because you didn't have enough of it. So what? You'd have us cower in a corner? No, but that place suits her better than it suits us. She's big. We can't hope to find holes and openings down there. We need more room if we're going to survive. Are you suggesting luring her into the woods? Do you have any idea how dangerous that would be? If you lose sight of her, if she manages to slip away, that's it. Game over for everyone, yourself included. Are you not challenging us on all the looping? Have you known about it the whole time? Are you the same one we've been talking to since the beginning?
Buen punto.
Sorry to disappoint what I'm sure must feel like a grand revelation, but that's not what's going on here. We've never met. It doesn't matter. We could go in circles forever. I don't like staying still for too long. Let's get to the cabin, see this through. It's good to know that at least one of you is still capable of reason. We may have the same destination, but we're not the same. You are still an other, and I don't trust you.
No hemos hablado lo suficiente sobre lo diferente que es el lugar. Ni siquiera se parece a un bosque. Es como si hubiera cambiado su mundo con su influencia.
It's evidence of one of many ticking clocks. You can't let her spread any further.
¿No eran 2 capítulos siempre que teníamos? ¿Y esta es un 3?
She changed, the cabin changed, we've...
¿Es porque no había el espejo?
Why wouldn't the woods change too? Because they're not supposed to have changed. This is supposed to be a path in the woods. If it's not, it means something's gone horribly wrong.
Independientemente de lo que vaya a suceder, parece que todas nuestras respuestas están en la cabaña. Debemos continuar.
It isn't long before you find yourself at the end of the path, staring up the hill at the cabin. I hope you've given serious thought to your predicament.
No last advice for us? No words of warning?
From what I gather, you've heard it all before. There's no use screaming into the wind.
I don't know. Screaming sounds pretty good right about now. I could use a little catharsis.
Catharsis is for when we're finished. For now, we need to hold it out in front of us. Something to chase.
Tráele comida de Linux. 3 kilos de papas, 2 de tomate y 5 de pepino. Esos son muchos kilos de pepino. Entrar a la cabaña.
The interior of the cabin is suffocatingly tight, more of a glorified tunnel than a building. Its stone walls squeeze against your sides, leaving you no choice but to press forward. The only furniture of note is an iron altar jutting out from the wall, a pristine blade perched on its edge.
El único mueble digno de mención es un altar de hierro que sobresale de la pared con una daga impoluta apoyada en su
The
extremo.
blade is your implement. You'll need it if you're going to do this right. See? We have even less space than before. We need space or she'll kill us. And the only space is out there. Take it.
Pero no hay a dónde ir. Solo hay un espejo al final de la habitación. Explorar, tomar la daga. Vamos a ignorar el espejo.
The altar. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Ya le presté yo
There's
atención.
no overcoming her without it. We need every part of us to survive, and that steel claw is as much a part of us as any.
Pero no hay a dónde ir. Solo hay un espejo al final de la habitación.
A mirror? But there is no mirror. There's the iron altar and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
There isn't a door.
There is. Circles, circles, all of it circles. There's something for us at the end of the room. The what and the why don't matter until we know them.
I agree with the freak. Let's get a move on already. And worst comes to worst, we can smash it.
Eso. Acercarte al espejo.
You step forward and approach the door to the basement, hesitating before you open it, as if you don't see it. You're rather committed to the bit, aren't you? The door's right there, it's right in front of you.
It's a bit grimy. Why don't we wipe it clean?
Romperlo.
You bring your fist crashing down against the door leading to the basement. It swings open, scraping against the floor as it reveals the dim path ahead. Before you is what may as well be a sheer cliff face. There are enough footholds that you'll be able to clamber your way to the bottom, but it will require careful effort. The air hissing up from below is warm and wet, like the breath of an enemy locked in close quarters.
If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Her voice, bold and fierce and impatient, echoes from the chamber below.
Do you have more fight in you than last time? That was such a disappointing show. I know you can do better than that.
Espero durar más de un minuto.
If she's angry, she'll make mistakes.
El juego me está dejando el culo lleno de preguntas. Romper un espejo daño de mala suerte. Soy con mala persona. No. Si no quieres una pelea, ¿por qué no vienes a buscarla?
That's not how this works. I'm all chained up, remember? How about you come down here and fight me?
Those chains were nothing to her last time.
Buen punto.
And there'll be nothing to her this time. But we need to show ourselves first to make her boil over. Fine by me.
Sigue caminando hacia el sótano.
You've nowhere to go but down. You start the difficult journey, gripping the stone, lowering yourself foot by grueling foot. But soon, there is solid ground beneath you. Remember every crack and crevice. You'll need to be faster than her. You turn to face what lies at the end of the narrow tunnel. The princess, imposing and tightly muscled, grins back at you from the darkness.
Creo que se siente encima mío no es tan mala opción, ¿verdad?
Her face widens into a broad grin.
There you are, knife in hand. How thrilling. Attack me, bleed me, twist the blade in my flesh. Break your bones against my body. I want a real challenge this time.
A esta chica le gusta jugar rudo.
Can't get that close. She'll kill us in the tight space, steel claw or not. Make her come to us, stand beyond her chains, and let her become frenzied. She'll break them. Then we run.
De verdad tenemos que pelear contra ella. No hay final donde nos peleemos salvajemente en la cama. A ver, en el stream anterior logramos quedarnos con una de ellas. Así que pasa que todo esto va a ser... Todas las opciones estas van a ser malas.
I really don't like the sound of this. It's the only way we live.
Well, what are you waiting for? If we're gonna do this right, you can't be scared. You need to want this as much as I do. So go on. Make the first move. Don't keep me waiting.
Primero tenemos que hablar, porque podemos pelear cuando terminemos, pero tengo unas preguntas que hacerte. Quiero saber qué sucedió después de que me mataste. Aquí abajo, no, si quieres pelear conmigo tendrás que venir a por mí.
We've talked plenty. I'm sick of talking. I'm sick of waiting. I'm sick of you standing just out of reach and teasing me with a fight you won't let me have. You disappointed me last time, so you don't get to choose what happens next.
Bloody desire in her eyes, the princess rushes forward, ignoring her chains as they bend and snap. Run. Without hesitation, you turn back the way you came and scramble up the ledge towards the tunnel entrance. As you near the top, hands desperately clawing at jagged stone, you glance back. The princess is right on your heels. She doesn't bother to scale the wall as you do, instead digging deep into the rock of the cliff face with her fingertips in her rapid pursuit.
Anywhere you go, I will follow.
Oh, Dios.
Good. You reach the ledge and hoist yourself up into the tunnel, the cabin door finally in sight, at once within your grasp and infinitely distant.
What is all of this for? What's the point? You and I are always going to end in violence, so why bother to run? I know what I am. Why can't you be the same? Little bird, where do you think you're going?
We're almost there.
No vamos a llegar, ¿verdad?
Think about almost. We're there when we're there. And we'll take the fight with us. Your skin hums tight with adrenaline as you burst through the cabin door and roll onto the grass. You glance back at the cabin as the princess, singular in her desire to destroy you, explodes through the doorway. You are walking a dangerous path. If you waver once, it's all over. So get it right.
There's nothing left to slow me down. Do you think this is better for you? Do you think this space gives you an edge? Then show me. Show me that you've been worth all the room you've taken up in my head.
Do it. Be swift, strike true, be where she's not. Let your body move you.
Venía por mí, pero con la cara destapada. Dios, los muslotes. Fuera los comentarios de que querramos que las princesas nos maten, entonces estoy sintiendo mucha tensión y me pone nerviosa la situación. Genial, le gusta a la loca. Creo que sí, es el chiste de sentir como miedo o temor con este juego. ¿Estás segura de que quieres hacer esto? Ya eres libre, así que aquí afuera no tengo ninguna ventaja. No tenemos que pelear. Caíste directo en mi trampa.
Oh, we'll see about that. Traps aren't real. The only thing that's real is bloodshed.
She charges, fully determined to end you in a single move. Left, now. As the princess strikes, your body swerves to the left. She overextends, stumbling as her balance shifts unexpectedly.
¿Podemos tirarle de la cola?
Strike. Before you can finish the thought, you lash out, the blade slicing through her leg. She turns to swing again. Right. You move out of the way, but this time it's not quite as clean. You can feel a bruise already blooming where her elbow crashed into flesh. It's nothing. A scratch. Yes, it could be worse. And you managed to gift her another cut in return. I'll be damned. We're actually gonna pull this off, aren't we?
No lo sé.
You just might, but don't let it get to your head. Not until it's over.
Yes, finally! This is the hole I felt in my heart. This is what I've needed. This is what I've been missing. This is how it always needed to end. Both of us giving it our all, beating and bleeding each other to death.
The two of you engage in a devastating flurry of blows, each of you wielding the other again and again. She's stronger, but you're faster, and the deeper the both of you fall into your lethal dance, the more your edge shines over hers. She's slowing down, blood pouring from wounds, splattering at her feet, leaving her weak and unsteady. More! Keep going! We can't stop now! You spy an opening, but this time she's waiting for you. She lets you sink the blade deep, trapping you in place long enough to wrap you in her impenetrable arms. You're slammed to the ground. Nothing. These blows are nothing to us. But her gambit wasn't enough to close the gap. It wasn't enough to kill you. She stares you down, coughing up a splash of blood as she gasps for breath.
You've outplayed me, haven't you? Something feels wrong. Something.
And? Then what happens?
Buena pregunta, ¿qué pasa? Oh, se la llevé a ella. Campo abierto. Trae una enorme enemiga a un terreno ventajoso y vence. Pero no tienes oportunidad de responder. Algo se la llevó.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Me encanta de genial, le gusta la loca. ¿Cuál de las dos? ¿La cola? Los humanos tenemos o cola o culo. Y la cola es para los animales, así que la cola. Vuelve a la vida. Oh, sigues peleando. Uf, perdió completamente la cabeza. Pero por favor, cálmese, señora. Acercarte al espejo.
I'm begging you, don't do this.
No hacerle caso. Te acercas al espejo.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final. That thing reeks of death.
Screw the mirror. We just need to find the princess.
A medida que te acercas, las voces se vuelven tenues y lejanas. Mirar tu reflejo. El silencio prevalece mientras extiendes la mano. Desesperación. No, desaparecieron. Pero el espejo sigue allí. Es hora de que veas lo que hay en él. Eres tú. Está solo en un lugar vacío. Todo está en silencio. Ir a la cabaña. Estás en la cabaña. Acercarte a ella.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
Atacar a la entidad. Tu voluntad atraviesa la entidad que hay enfrente a ti, pero no pasa nada.
My roots burrow in an ocean beyond your sight. We cannot harm each other as we are now.
Pero joder, avisen que hay un anuncio y freno. Avísenme que hay un anuncio y freno. Ustedes díganme cuando termina el anuncio y sigo, pero avísenme. Yo no soy adivina, yo no puedo saber. Dígame, Soku, anuncio, o anuncio, lo que sea, y yo freno el stream. No tengo drama. ¿Ya terminó? Listo, ahí doy play. ¿Y qué pasó? ¿Y qué pasa ahora?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them.
Ah, perdón, Tenji.
There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
¿No tienes miedo que encuentre una forma de matarte?
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
Me enviaron a aniquilar a la princesa para impedir que destruyera el mundo. Si te ayudo, ¿lo destruirás tú?
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
Nada se pierde, todo se transforma. Estás hablando con rodeos. ¿Qué harás si te ayudo?
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
De acuerdo, hazme olvidar.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Todo se vuelve oscuro y mueres. Corazón ardiente, llévale el ojo de la aguja a ella, el héroe y la princesa. Capítulo 1.
You're on a path in
Ya vimos la introducción y todo esto ya lo vimos la semana pasada, así que vamos a saltear todo lo que ya hayamos visto. Continúa en silencio. Vamos a ser silenciosos esta vez. Continúa en silencio hacia la cabaña.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess.
Entrar en la cabaña.
The interior of...
Tomar la daga.
You take the blade.
Entrar en el sótano.
The door to...
Continúa bajando las
Good.
escaleras.
You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
Esto es todo igual. Calmar tus nervios y avanzar.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Ah,
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have,
esto sí
you'll
lo
have
mismo.
to get...
¿Qué fue lo que dijo? Entonces no hablarás. De acuerdo, ¿qué te hace pensar que puedes matarme?
So, you should just drop...
Aniquilar a la princesa.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
¡Qué fácil!
Oh. This is it, isn't it?
¿Por lo visto?
I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder, do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
It's like she's convinced she can't die. Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well.
Speedrun de matar a la
It's
princesa.
over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago, that arrogant look still plastered on her face. But is it over? Really over?
Ah, puedo hablar. A huevo, para lo que vinimos. Por supuesto, está muerta. No estoy seguro, siento que debe tener algún truco bajo la manga. Claro que no, fue demasiado fácil. Vamos a ser creídos. Por supuesto, está muerta.
Yes, exactly. It's over. With your work done, you make your way back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement behind you. Why do I feel like we've done something terrible?
Se viene, ¿qué se viene?
You did kill someone.
¿Te imaginas un screamer?
Something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good. One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience. But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here.
Si viene la princesa endemoniada o algo, irte.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only, a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness.
Pero papi, ¿en qué estamos? ¿La mato o no la mato? Me dan mensajes muy contradictorios.
Happened? Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry. You'll be safe here. This is good. Everyone is happy. You'll be happy.
Ah, esto es pura mierda. Déjame salir de este lugar. Oh, bueno. Creo que esperaba un mejor final después de haber salvado el mundo.
This isn't an ending. In fact, now that the princess has been slain, endings are a thing of the past. No. This is the beginning of eternity. Your reward. This is what's best for everyone. Trust me. Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days or months or years or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier. Psst. Hey. We're not just gonna stay here forever.
Sí sabes que puedo oírte, ¿verdad? ¿No escuchaste el narrador? No escuchaste el narrador. Estoy feliz. Estamos felices.
Are we really happy? Or is he just telling us that we are?
Ya sabía yo que iba a pasar algo. Ah, bueno, quizás no estoy feliz. Y no lo estoy diciendo porque seas la última persona con la que hablé. No, estamos felices. Lo sé.
Really? Well, if you ever change your mind, just let me know, I guess.
¿Que nos vamos a quedar eternamente acá?
Passes, though the word begins to lose its meaning. Time, that is. Not happy. Happy still has plenty of meaning. Please, shake yourself out of it. We have to get out of here. The little voices, please, fall on deaf ears. Eventually you pass into a blissful state of pure existence. Though words like eventually and pass ceased to have any meaning to you long before that shift, you simply exist. Happy. Forever.
Final, bueno, lo hiciste, salvaste a todos. ¿Qué? ¿Qué?
You cannot go further astray.
Punto sin retorno, yo no hay vuelta atrás. ¿Qué fue lo que dijo? Ya te comprometiste a completarme, no hay vuelta atrás. Ah, bueno, quizás no estoy feliz. No lo estoy diciendo porque seas la última persona con la que hablé.
Good, because I have an idea to get us out of here. Though you're probably not going to like it. The blade. We can use the blade to get out of this.
Suicidándonos, ¿verdad?
I can hear everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero. He's right. It's the only way out. Do you hear that? It wants to take this happiness away from you. It wants this wonderful place to end. Do you not? There's more for us to do. And the only way for us to do it is to take that blade and use it.
Johnny.
Don't you dare.
Pero usar la daga nos mataría, ¿no? ¿No moriremos?
How astute. You are absolutely correct. Using the blade to kill yourself would kill you, and you shouldn't do it.
Generalmente cuando te suicidas, te morís, o sea.
From another angle, are we even really alive anymore? This place, it's nothing. It's absolutely nothing. It's just the same thing, constantly, forever. I know this is out there, but trust me, I know using the blade will work. That little voice didn't want you to slay the princess. It didn't want you to be happy.
La gente fallece cuando muere, sí, sí. El suicidio es un delito castigado con la pena de... El suicidio no es como muchas personas creen que es matar a un suizo. Ay, Dios. Ay, Dios, qué buena sketch que es asistencia al suicida. Es muy buena esa. Espero que tengas razón. Me molestaré mucho si morimos de verdad.
If we die, you can yell at me all you want. I made this happy little place for you. Is this not a good enough reward for saving the world? An eternity of bliss? You ingrate.
No pueden ir Ineus.
Fine. Whatever. For the first time since time stopped meaning anything,
Ya debe ser una calaca.
go to the basement and walk down the stairs. The princess's body is dust and bones, though the blade you used to slay her is still as pristine as the day you first held it. You pick up the blade, you stab yourself, and you die.
Pim pam pum, así lo hace.
Nice knowing you.
Así lo hace un profesional. Capítulo 2, el espectro. El fantasma. Ah, perdón, que lo leo del inglés y lo traduzco directamente.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Mira, que le gusta la pizza con piña. Y a la cabaña.
A warning. Before she will lie.
Sí, te mentirá, te mentirá.
She won't be a problem.
Entra en la cabaña.
The interior of the cabin is cold, a soft odor of dirt permeating the air. Cobwebs flutter in the corners. You can hear wind whistling outside, banging the shutters against the windows. The only furniture of note is an elegant antique table with a pristine blade perched on the edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. It feels like no one's been here for a long, long time. Like I've been saying, she's dead. We killed her already.
No olvides a los que le gustan las empanadas con pasas. Digo, qué asco. Mi abuela las hacía antes. Cuando yo era chica, hacía las empanadas con pasas. Y le tuve que suplicar, por favor, no les pongas más pasas. Y por suerte dejaron de hacerlas así. Tomar la daga.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Entra el sótano.
The door to the basement groans open, revealing an old banister and a creaky wooden stairwell. Everything is coated in a thick layer of dust, and you can feel it settle into your lungs as you breathe in the stale air. The very building itself feels dead. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. The room below is silent. Nobody's here, naturally. As much as I appreciate the optimism, you shouldn't be so sure. I guess we'll just have to go down and see. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. A skeletal body, lying in a heap on the floor, its wrist still bound to the wall by a thick chain. Okay, she's definitely dead.
Sí.
It's just like I told you. Before you have a chance to finish your thought, the top of a head appears from underneath the floor.
Tenchi, ¿cómo era la frase definitely not haunted?
2 deep-set eyes stare up at you, followed by a mischievous, skeletal grin. And finally, the rest of the body floats up to join the head. Wait, this isn't right. What's going on here? A ghost! Oh. Wow. How absolutely terrifying. What's a ghost supposed to do to us?
Buena pregunta.
Oh, it's you. Hiya, Keller. I was hoping to see you again. I have some issues with how our last meeting went.
The princess drifts across the room into your orbit, gently running her fingers across your shoulders and down your neck as she circles you. Her touch is cold and ethereal, formless yet real enough that her icy fingertips send shivers dancing across your skin. So she has a body, and she's right there. That means we could kill her again.
Podríamos intentarlo. Aniquilar a la princesa.
Without a moment's hesitation, you lash out with your blade. It's like you're slashing at air. No matter how many times you stab at her, no matter how many angles you strike from, all you manage to do is interrupt her form, the skin of your hand prickling with cold as it passes through, unable to find anything solid.
You're adorable when you're confused.
But I didn't say you could touch me.
Why are you even here? Just making sure you finish the job, or what?
Hear me out. Así encadenado aún en fantasma. Nunca le digo que no a una bien fría. ¡No! ¡Ah! Si hubiera sabido que tendría que hablar contigo de nuevo, no te habría aniquilado. Aniquilar a la princesa, aún con más fuerza.
You swing at the princess once more, and once more your blade cuts through nothing as she disappears.
Really?
Her voice chides from elsewhere in the room. You whirl around, finding her hovering between you and the basement stairs, looking you over with grim disappointment. She draws in close.
No quiero ver.
I was willing to let bygones be bygones, Keller. I was willing to ignore everything you
Saca una aspiradora así, ¿no?
Together.
Va a ser un screamer, ¿verdad?
All I ever wanted was to leave this place. All I ever wanted was to find a way.
No hagas ninguna maldad, Kamui. Dame la mano.
Wherever home is.
Her eyes turn from wells of sorrow to pits of
De
wrath
hecho,
as she stares into you.
Silence is the only language you speak.
She forces her hand into your chest, and then... Yes?
¿Sí?
Nothing happens.
¿Eh?
Are
¿Nada?
you sure about that? Something should have happened. And yet it didn't. We're fine.
¿Ah? Mirarlo en silencio.
You can't be sure if you first hear or feel what happens next, but it is over before you can fully conceptualize what it is. A horrific splintering, the squelching of organs, the rending of tissue, an icy, numbing pain.
I'm done asking. The next time I see you, I'm taking everything I owed. Starting with your body. If you won't choose to give me my freedom, I'll just have to make you give it to me.
She's real now. If she's making us dead, we should return the favor.
Aniquilar a la princesa.
You swing your blade towards her briefly corporeal throat. It connects. A gash widens across her neck, glowing ectoplasm leaking
Hijo de
from the wound.
ectoplasma, Dios no.
but it's too little, too late. In her hand, you realize she clutches your still beating heart. It thumps.
Desgarra corazones. Que te rompa el corazón no es lo peor que pueda pasar.
Did we get her? Even if we didn't, we've given her something to remember.
See you soon, killer.
I'm afraid you'll never know. As she crushes your precious organ in her hand, everything goes dark. And you die.
¿Se muere porque apretó el corazón o se muere porque le sacó el corazón? Me parece que capítulo 3 el espectro.
You're on a path in the wood. Here we go again. Off to slay her again. The deck's stacked, isn't it? We kill her, we start again. She kills us as a goddamn ghost, we start again. I'm starting to think we're being run in circles just for the sake of it. Come on, let's not give in to all that misery just yet. There's got to be a way out of this. There's got to be a right answer. Yeah. And what if there isn't? Aren't you listening to me? What if all of this was rigged from the start?
Probablemente.
That's ridiculous. There'd be no point in all of this if it was just some kind of cosmic busy work. I think that's exactly what it is. The powers that be seeing how many ways they can screw with us. Could be it's all some kind of sick joke to them. Okay, so you've already been here. Twice even. Great. Then let me poke a few holes in your depressing little theory. Nobody here is screwing with you, and I can't imagine any scenario where you would have started over after slaying the princess.
¿Cómo te explico?
Well, we didn't have to start over. We killed ourselves. And why, pray tell, did you do that?
Es que no había nada que hacer.
You decided to foist an infinite tedium on us.
Estábamos aburridos.
Sound like me? If I'd had everything my way, you would have effortlessly slain the princess, saved the world, and been given your happy ending.
Bueno, pues no pasó, mi ciela.
The ending was the tedium. You locked us in a cabin and sent that cabin to an endless void. And then you told us we were happy.
Hola Alex, ¿qué tal? ¿Por qué japonesa?
Of course we weren't happy. That's why we killed ourselves. It was awful. Yes. And then she killed us. Even though she was already dead. This is all fake. Okay, let's try to get back on track. You're real. The princess is real, the world is real, the people in the world are real, and the danger she poses to all of them is also, quite unfortunately, real. Whatever you did the first time, it sounds like it almost worked. So how about you give it one last try? Because killing yourself seems to undo all the good you almost managed to accomplish.
Sí, pero estamos atrapados en un bucle infinito.
Standing around and talking is boring. Let's at least do something. Maybe we'll kill her again. Maybe we won't. Maybe we'll even free her. Vamos a ser silenciosos en esta ruta. Ir a la cabaña. You continue down the path towards the cabin. It isn't long before you're steps away from your destination. I don't think you need any words of warning. I think you know what's in there, and despite your protestations, I think you know what you need to do. The more he talks, the more I'm interested in setting her free. Whatever. You don't want to listen to me? Do it then. Let her out.
Mentira, no te da igual. Lo traté de hacer y me obligaste a matarla igual.
It sounds like somebody's about to crack.
Aunque, si vamos con el hecho de que yo lo ignoré totalmente en el stream pasado, mi objetivo en el stream pasado era básicamente romperle los huevos al narrador. Entrar en la cabaña.
The interior of the cabin is long and dark, a single narrow hallway stretching far into the distance. Curtains billow out from tall windows on either side, obscuring the path forward, fluttering helplessly as opposing gusts of wind rush into the building, clashing and joining and driving everything forward. The only furniture of note is... that's strange. What's strange? Is it the mirror? The mirror? No, there isn't a mirror. What's strange is that there isn't much of anything in here at all, aside from the curtains. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Why isn't there a pristine blade?
Buena pregunta, ¿dónde está la dada?
Great. Something else has been taken away from us. I suppose the only way to go is forward. So forward we will go. Blade or not, it doesn't really matter, does it?
Hagamos de cuenta que hay un espejo al final de este pasillo y que en este momento no podemos ver más allá del que hay ahí, que hay detrás. Acercarte al espejo.
You slowly make your way towards the gaping maw that awaits you. Your fraying nerves buzz with trepidation, the chill wind raising your hackles as it gently pushes you forward towards the darkness at the end of the hallway. You can't shake the feeling that you're being watched. We've always been watched. You're watching us right now. Sometimes the feeling is just stronger than others. I feel like you're trying to put us on it. You stop as you reach the end of the hallway, I presume in front of whatever mirror isn't actually there.
¿Qué dijo antes? Siempre nos estaban observando. Ahora tú nos estás observando, solo que a veces la sensación es más intensa. No. Siento que estás tratando de sacarnos de quicio. No necesitamos todas estas descripciones. Lo que queremos es que esto termine. Limpia el espejo.
What are the odds she's waiting for us right now? Just out of sight, on the other side of that glass. You reach your arm forward into the pitch black of the opening. Nothing. It's like this place read our mind just to mess with us.
What you looking at, killer? Staring into the void? Thinking about what it'd be like to die again? I know exactly how you feel.
Shit, where is she? You feel something long and frigid coil around your ankle. Your heart skips a beat, standing in muted shock for one long, frozen moment. And then she, the princess, constricts. Your bones snap.
Oh!
Icy pain radiates up from the break, a deep cold flooding your veins as your legs, numb with the shock of it, collapse, and you collapse with them. You're met with the terrifying visage of the princess. Her hand grips your leg in a steel vice, her grin carved jagged from ear to ear, crowded with far too many long and crooked teeth.
But do you know how I feel? I gave you a path to forgiveness. I gave you a chance to make things right. I thought maybe you'd seen what you've done and feel remorseful. Maybe try to make it up to me. But no, you'd rather use that knife to keep making the same mistake over and over and over. Even after I ripped your heart out, you still cut me. And for what? I didn't go anywhere. You didn't banish me. I'm right back here with you. A little better, a little worse. Well, maybe a lot worse. So, here's how this is going to go. I'm going to take your body, and I'm going to walk it out of here.
Buena suerte con una pierna rota.
And you get to watch me do it. Completely helpless. Just like you left me.
Bueno, eso fue rápido.
It's something different.
Eso dije yo.
Do we even have a choice? You always have a choice. Maybe before, but not now. There isn't a blade this time.
¿En serio crees que una daga puede hacer algo?
What choice is there if there isn't a blade?
Ay, perdón, sé que no es el momento, pero qué lástima que se fue Fox porque iba a ser el chiste del coso, la de... Fran, vos que sos biólogo. Más que no puedo ni reproducirlo, Dios mío. Ay, no puedo. Ay, no puedo. Fran, vos que sos biólogo. La huasca le gana al ectoplasma. Ay, Dios. ¿Por qué me acordé de eso?
Well, unless you have any specific ideas. I think my vote's the only one that counts.
Dale, Tenchi, que descanses. Forcejear.
You violently struggle against the princess, but all you manage to do is grind the fragments of your splintered ankle together.
Y si lo hace, ni
Can't shake
idea.
free from her now.
It's so easy to make you squirm. But I won't be crueler than I have to be. I don't even want to cause any more damage. It'll be hard enough for me to walk out of here on that broken ankle.
You remain pinned to the floor of the long hallway as the rest of the princess's body emerges. Her proportions all wrong, limbs bent and curling, moving in ways that defy your understanding. Her torso stretches until her face is practically touching yours, her neck cracking audibly as she twists to look at you from a fresh angle.
Are you sure you can't do anything to help us? Can't you, like, manifest a rock right on top of her head?
Es el narrador.
You along with her? Not that I even can manifest a rock. Besides, I thought you all wanted to free the princess.
¿Cuándo dije eso?
Not like this. You don't even have a weapon, so I'm afraid you're out of luck, which unfortunately means that I, and the rest of the world, are out of luck too. And whose fault is it there isn't a weapon here? Yours, I assume. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Whatever you did in those previous lives of yours, you really messed up.
Gracias por echarnos la culpa, ¿eh?
Are you seriously trying to blame this on us?
Your vision fades as she tears open the membrane of your soul. You're awake, eyes once again fixed on the long hallway, your vision swimming as the princess's command reverberates inside your skull. Her voice is all-encompassing. You feel wrong.
It's so cramped in here. Like there's some sort of growth trying to push us all out.
I know. You rise to your feet, though the pain in your ankle is blinding. Your body slumps against the wall, desperately leaning into it for support.
There's another option, you know.
¿Cuál?
Don't help either of them. Flip the table.
And how do you do that? You know how to will to will. Your soul is inflamed with courage.
That gap where the mirror was, I don't think it goes anywhere. Let's throw ourselves into the abyss.
Buen punto.
You wouldn't dare. Move now.
Your body, still slumped against the wall, trapped between the princess's overwhelming will and the blinding pain of your splintered ankle, takes an excruciating step towards the cabin door. The movement is stiff, your body reduced to a marionette, pulled reluctantly along by your strings.
It's not that bad. The pain feels good. Because I know you feel it too.
Arrojar tu cuerpo al abismo.
In a single moment of overwhelming willpower, you tear your body from the wall and hurl it towards the gaping abyss.
I won't let you do this.
Capillaries burst and muscle fibers tear as you and the princess struggle over the reins of your body. One foot planted firmly on the edge where the floor ends, and the nothing begins. It's unquestionable that her
Gracias, amor.
reserves are greater
Y
than yours.
ella está dentro de él, así que...
The distance you have to cover is far shorter.
Enough is enough. I'm tired of us always losing. It's just a step away.
Even if you throw yourself into the abyss, you still lose.
You throw everything you have
El
against her and
exorcista
manage, for one brief moment, to overpower the princess's hold on your body.
But that moment was all you needed. Your foot slips a few inches, and you collapse forward, the darkness swallowing you whole. Her thought slips through you, unheeded, as you fall, and fall, and fall. What an end. But at least it's ours.
No, menos mal.
An empire of frigid nothing. I don't think this qualifies as saving the world, but at least you didn't ruin it. What happens now? But I want to know what he thinks happens now. Oh, and why is that? He's gone. But
La velocidad terminal cesa y sientes algo. Una masa, una fuerza, algo que se desprende de ti. La princesa y tú se miran mutuamente por un momento. Pero no logras contestarle antes de que desaparezca, y vuelves a sentir una especie de resistencia bajo tus pies. Los recuerdos vuelven.
she's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Acercarse al espejo. Te acercas al espejo.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final. It's going to do something to us. I can feel it. Ignore the cowards. You have to look.
A medida que te acercas, las voces se vuelven más tenues y lejanas. Mira tu reflejo. El silencio prevalece mientras extiendes la mano. Desaparecieron de nuevo. El espejo siempre hace que se vayan, pero necesita ver qué hay detrás de él. ¿Qué hay en él? Has crecido. Otra vez te encuentras en el silencio eterno y en la cabaña. Estás en la cabaña. Acercarte a ella.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Estoy listo para volver.
I await your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Todo se vuelve oscuro y mueres. Un corazón decidido lleva al espectro a ella.
You're on a path.
¿Y ahora qué ruta podemos tomar? Nada, bien, gracias por decirme qué hacer.
Don't mention it. It's all part of the job.
Entrar en la cabaña. Toda eso parte para volver a la carne.
Interior of the
Entra al sótano.
The door to the basement.
Continúa bajando las escaleras.
You're still listening to reason. It would be better if you had a weapon, but you may still be able to do what needs to be done. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the
Vamos a tratar de
princess.
engañarla. Veré qué puedo hacer. Se vienen las cadenas.
You're only making this.
¿Tienes alguna otra idea? Volver a bajar.
You make your way to the bottom of
Aniquilar a la princesa.
Without hesitation, you bring the blade down and plunge it into the princess's back. Finally, the wound drives her to the ground. Okay, there's no going back now. I'm with you to the end.
You bastard. Were you lying to me this whole time?
Probablemente.
The princess pushes away from you, the motion ripping the blade from her back. Wounded, but still alive, she crouches on all fours in the corner of the room and meets your eyes with the ferocity of a cornered predator.
You've made a terrible enemy, and there's nothing in the world that can possibly save you from me.
I thought we had the upper hand, but it's as if she's barely even threatened by us. It's an act. She's wounded and unarmed. There's nothing she can do to hurt you. I'm not so sure. Don't waver now. As you ready your blade to deliver a lethal blow, she lunges at your legs with the same animal ferocity she used to tear at her arm. Your blade cuts into her again and again as you're tackled to the ground, your body racked with pain as she rips into you with tooth and claw.
Dios.
Forget about trying to rescue her. This is about survival now. Give her everything you've got.
Dale duro, dale, con la silla. Aniquilar a la princesa.
Though your nerves are seizing with pain, you know you've done your fair share of damage as well, your blade having left deep gashes in the princess's back. You seize a moment of hesitation to throw her off of you and shakily push yourself back to your knees. We can still turn this around.
Termina el trabajo.
You steel your resolve and take another step closer to the princess. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can still make sure that she won't make it out of here either. Excuse me? What's this about not making it out of here alive? Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone in this room is still standing right now. Don't act so surprised.
Ahora me viene a la mente lo que dijiste de este es un juego de amor. Es que lo dice al principio, es que es el disclaimer que dice al principio del juego. No hay malas decisiones ni nada por el estilo. Esta es una historia de amor. Lo dice al principio del juego, por eso quise hacer la primera ruta bien y la segunda ruta hacerla mal. Entre comillas, comillas. Pues en teoría no hay decisiones equivocadas. Simplemente hay demasiadas variaciones en este juego. Entonces es como que puede resultar de cualquier manera.
Can you not feel all those gashes and holes pulling you apart? If the princess doesn't do you in here, blood loss is certain to finish the job. You take another step forward, and the princess lunges towards you. The two of you enter one last exchange, a flurry of blade and claw and fleshy ribbons, and then you stop. Neither you nor princess able to go any further. You collapse on the ground, and the princess collapses beside you. Blood pools around you both, and you watch each other fade away.
After all this time alone, I thought I'd finally found a friend, but you were just another monster, weren't you?
Silence as the room starts to get fuzzy around you. You've paid a terrible price, but you've saved us all. It's over.
If you think this is it, you're sorely mistaken. One way or another, I'll make sure you pay for this.
But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Capítulo 2, La bruja. Se me llega la presión en el ojo.
You're on a path in the woods.
Pensé que sería más del estilo no hay decisiones equivocadas porque terminarás tomando todas a la larga. Depende, es como vos decidas. Es literalmente, no sé si conoces el estilo de libros que se llama Elige tu propia aventura. Bueno, básicamente es muy bien resumido cómo sería esto. Esto es elegir tu propia aventura. Vos podés decidir si irte y no hacer nada, vos podés decidir si ir y atacarla, podés decidir ir y salvarla, como que podés tomar cualquiera de las opciones, o sea, porque el juego en sí es tan amplio que te da opciones para hacer lo que vos quieras en cierta manera. ¡Ojo! Que puedas lograrlas es otra cosa, porque si vos querés ir a salvarlas desde el principio, el narrador te va a controlar para que la ataques y la mates. Pero lo bueno de esto es que no hay manera, haciendo una misma ruta como estoy haciendo ahora, no hay manera de que, pues esto se divide en rutas de creo de 4 o 5 como capítulos totales, ¿me entendés? Entonces, no hay manera de volver a hacer lo mismo que ya hiciste antes. Ponele de que, por ejemplo, no sé, apuñale a la princesa y nada, y eso. No hay manera de que vuelvas a repetir los mismos pasos cuando se reinicia la ruta, me refiero. No hay manera de que vuelvas a rehacer los mismos pasos. A menos que, bueno, como te digo, son capítulos que contienen 5... O sea, son capítulos que contienen a su vez como 5 capítulos dentro, ¿me entendés? Hicimos, bueno, la de la princesa que era como una especie de demonio, ahora que es un fantasma, ¿me entendés? Entonces no hay manera que yo pueda repetir, por ejemplo, el camino de que se vuelva a volver un monstruo, ¿me entendés? No se vuelve a repetir eso. O un fantasma, no lo puedo volver a repetir. Ya la cabaña.
A warning before you go any further.
Entrar a la cabaña.
The interior of the cabin is a mess of twisted roots. The walls a chaotic weave of knotted wood that, almost as if by accident, just happens to resemble a room. The floor is damp and earthy, and the only furniture of note is a slab of mud in the shape of a shelf, with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Entra el sótano.
Right. Hope you know what you're getting us into. It'll always be here if we need it.
No decir nada.
Silence, I see. Don't think I've forgotten about you. I recognized the sound of your nervous little footsteps as soon as they came into my home. I know who you are, and I remember what you've done.
¿Qué dijo antes? Parece que algo desagradable entró en mis escaleras. Ven aquí abajo y no tengas miedo. Seguramente no muerda.
She must have you confused with someone else. She seems friendly enough. Look, do you want... You need... Fine. You're the boss. Thank you.
Otra vez la... ya habíamos hecho esta. Bueno, esta porque es un reinicio total. Entonces, volvió a salir una la misma.
Oh, no. You've already been here, haven't you?
Lamentablemente.
That's pretty sharp. How'd you figure that one out?
No confío en ti, no lo suficiente para dejarte libre, definitivamente no lo suficiente para acercarme a ti. Me voy, adiós.
Very pragmatic. That is why you're in charge.
Abandoning me, are you? Fine then, run. Tuck your tail between your legs and scamper away. You might be able to escape me, but you can't escape from what you are and what you've done. If I don't take you, the wilds will.
You turn to leave, but as you do there's a deep, guttural groan seemingly uttered by the walls themselves, followed by the creak of wood being stretched beyond its limits. The cabin starts to get smaller.
Uh-oh.
What the hell is going on? We're getting out of here and saving our skins. That's what's going on. As the roots that make up the walls of
Abandona al personaje sospechoso en el sótano. Más vale prevenir.
Instinct kicks in and you bolt upstairs. The steps are uneven and lively, creaking as they expand out of the dirt floor, the stairway growing smaller and smaller as you dart up towards the light. You manage to squeeze through the door just as the entrance seals itself shut behind you. The cabin is smaller than it was before, and it's getting even smaller and smaller. That's fine. We'll just leave. I'm sure you'd like to do that, but unfortunately there is no longer a front door. The roots have already closed over the only possible exit. What little light peeks through the holes that were once windows is growing weaker as the cabin continues to close in on itself. Shit. What do we do?
Nada.
As your mind races for an answer, you hear the princess's voice crackle up the stairs.
Do you hear that, you loathsome thing? Those are the roots of the wild, and they're coming to choke the breath from your lungs and squeeze the life out of you.
¿Y qué pasará contigo? Te van a destrozar igual de rápido que a mí.
As long as you suffer while you die, I'll gladly suffer with you. Especially if I get to hear it happen.
This doesn't help anyone. I can't believe she'd kill us both just to spite me.
Por lo menos está viva ahora, sí, pero no es la idea.
You were tasked to slay her, and why you shouldn't have left her in the basement. She's an antisocial monster who'll gladly burn the whole world for her satisfaction. The roots grow ever closer. We know, we can see them.
Sí, es verdad. Vamos, me están acorralando y a ti también. En realidad es una suposición mía, porque no puedo verte, pero así es como suena.
Oh, what's the matter? You're scared of thorny roots digging into your neck? Are you scared of suffocating in this dark, dark place alone? Good.
That one made me feel bad inside. I don't want people to think we're scared. Nobody likes someone who's scared of things.
Tener miedo es normal.
I, for one, think this is a perfectly reasonable situation to feel scared in. This place is getting awful tight. You feel something against your back. A thick root pushing its way into the cabin.
Sí, pero prefiero rascar un poco más de lore mientras.
You're running out of time. Shit. What do we do? What do we do?
¿Pero por qué? ¿Por qué estás haciendo esto? Haz que se detengan. Puedes detenerla, ¿cierto?
But as I already made it so clear, I don't want to.
You slump to the floor as the roots continue to expand into the cabin.
Ah, ¿te caes del suelo? Creo que dice.
Make something of ourselves with that attitude.
Te caes al suelo y las raíces siguen expandiéndose dentro de, bueno, de la habitación, digámosle. Dice cabina, pero bueno, dentro de la habitación.
At least she isn't gonna make something of herself either. At first it's almost gentle, your body being lifted delicately off the ground as the floor shifts beneath you. But the cradle of the growing roots starts to feel suffocating, then unbearably tight, then that tightness gives way to bulging pressure as they begin to constrict. The sound of creaking wood is drowned out by the snaps and pops of your bones, pain flooding your senses as you feel your skin deform, being shaped unnaturally by the living cabin.
This suffering is what you deserve, you hideous creature. Know as you die that you are hated. I hate you, and I'm glad to die horribly if it means you die with me. I wouldn't have it any other way.
The pressure is unfathomable. You can't breathe, your vision swimming with red, your head pounding with trapped blood. And then you pop. Everything goes dark. And you die.
Entonces, con un ¿qué puedes ganar? No creo. Capítulo 3, la salvaje.
We are a path in the woods. We have no beginning, and we have no end. But at something cold
XD.
and the natural sits watching us from just beyond our edge. His gaze pushes against our borders, curling them in on themselves, preventing them from stretching to the places they need to reach.
No, that's all wrong. You're not a path in the woods, you're on a path in the woods. Who's even saying that? That's not the princess, is it? Oh no. How many times have you been here? I think this is our third? That's bad. That's very, very bad. It wasn't even supposed to reach 2. If you're at 3, well, no wonder things aren't the way they're supposed to be. Let's get our facts straight. What happened last time? What could you have possibly done for things to be like this?
The thing that sits beyond our edge speaks his logic into us. He tries to grasp at things that cannot be grasped. He tries to stare with wide pupils at that which can only be held from the corner of the eye or with a passing glance.
Shut up. The rest of you, talk. What happened? What did you do?
Why does he want to know? I don't mind where we are right now. It's rather nice. I can hear what everyone is thinking.
Ay, Dios.
There's no reason to keep secrets. We tried leaving her in the basement, but she made the cabin come to life, and it crushed both of us into a fine paste. And now we're here, existing. And for what it's worth, I'm with him. This is nice.
It was a fitting end. I'm sorry if it hurt, but doesn't this make it all seem so small?
I see. So the cabin ground you into paste, and now you're convinced you're stuck together. What a mess.
He doesn't understand. We aren't convinced of anything, and we aren't stuck together. We're one. This is how we're supposed to be. Can't you feel it?
Esta cosa está... cosa nos está observando. ¿Quién es él?
I'm not watching you, I'm trying to help you. That's not an answer to our question.
Para nada.
I don't know what he is. I only know that he is something other, and that he wishes for you and I to tear ourselves apart.
I do want that, but only because it's in your best interests. It's in everyone's best interests. You won't be able to slay her unless you remove yourself from her.
He wants us to kill each other.
I don't. I want you to kill her. Don't be charmed by her faux solidarity. You're not in this together. She's the only one who poses a threat to the world, and she's trying to make you go along with it. You don't have to enable her, especially when you have what it takes to stop her.
Llamarte a este tipo, ¿cómo lo detenemos? ¿Por qué alguien tendría que hacer algo así ahora? ¿Estamos bien? Me gusta estar así. Todo esto es una abominación. Quiero salir de aquí. No me gusta esto. Se supone que yo tengo que ser yo y tú deberías hacer algo diferente, Vi. Bueno, oye, narrador, ¿podrías decirme cómo puedo detenerla?
You can start by remembering that you exist, and not as some part of a Gestalt entity formed with the princess. You exist as your own self, complete with your own physical body, separate from hers.
I'm not so sure about that. We were something like that once, but now?
And if thinking about that isn't enough to startle you back to reality, consider this. She committed a murder-suicide using a living cabin.
Un asesinato-suicidio.
Right. That was unpleasant. We weren't big fans of that, I think.
I'm sure I would have had us do the same thing if we were in her shoes.
We really do make a great
Pues
pair.
está difícil cuando el fui a escuchar los pensamientos de la princesa.
You need to remember that you and the princess are enemies. Don't let bygones be bygones. Remember what she's done to you and how much it hurt.
We can't go back to that. We can't go back to the doubting and the hatred and the schemes. Not after being something as beautiful as this.
Doesn't all that conflict feel so far away right now? So petty? We've been posed against each other by something that understands the strength of our unity.
Spoken like, honestly, a real puppet master. Have we considered that maybe she's the one trying to trick us?
¿También?
I'm not.
But there's a feeling, isn't there? That petty feeling she mentioned, it is fuzzy, but it's there. Almost like she still hates us.
It feels mutual.
Please, stop. If you pay attention to that feeling, we'll fall apart.
Don't look at it!
She's trying to turn you away from the truth. There's something she doesn't want you to see. I think you already know you have to look at it.
Everyone's pulling in different directions, but that feeling doesn't have a motive, it just exists. Maybe we should look at it.
Contemplar el odio que hay en tu corazón. Enterrarlo ahora, antes que sea demasiado tarde. Me voy a guardar porque estoy perdida, no entiendo. Contemplar el odio.
Please, don't make us remember how we were.
Hola Castelar, ¿cómo estás?
You start to fall apart.
Para ti, ¿cuál es el sentido de existir? No sé, vivir por lo que te gusta, por lo que querés, por quienes querés.
Right, she really does hate us, and we hate her. It hurts thinking about us as separate things, but we're separate. We can't hate ourselves. I love me.
What are we thinking? Giving into absolute madness. We exist. We're real. We're separate from her. Of course we are. What are we? I can't remember.
I don't want to remember what it felt like to be killed. It was so much nicer when it didn't feel like it mattered. And yet you keep remembering. You remember the loathing and animosity you've shared with the princess, the pain and the anger and the betrayal. And you start to remember something else, too. You remember that you are a distinct being with a finite form and a mortal body. You can feel it. The infinitesimal movement.
El Ineus-segundo acaba de canjear hidrátate, Soku.
Voy. Puede ser, pero si no tuvieras nada de eso, ¿por qué lo harías? ¿Buscaría en todo caso la razón de existir? Ni tanto, casi todas las cosas te hacen feliz. ¿Y qué sé? No sé, qué sé yo. Buscaría la razón para la razón de mi existencia. No te digo hacer como... No te diría meterme en la aeronáutica, pero... perdón por no hablar mucho, el Ineos está editando un video importante. No pasa nada, tranquilo.
Maybe bygones can't be bygones. I don't know why I ever wanted to share a body with you, of all things. It's like my very soul reeks of me. That was horrible. This is better.
El Ineus-segundo acaba de canjear estírate, Soku.
Así es mejor, así por fin podré hacerte el daño que mereces. La herida. Algunos cortes son imposibles de sanar.
A cavernous gash rips across whatever it was you thought you were. A cabin comes into being among the trees. It approaches, and it swallows your body whole. And then you find yourself, blade in hand, exactly where you need to be. At the center of it all is the princess, a wooden and fleshy heart beating with an unbroken rhythm.
You're filled with a sense of purpose. Strike at her. End this once and for all.
Kill me then, if you hate me so much. Just get it over with.
I don't like this. What he wants us to do. It's just cruel. It feels like we'd be killing a part of ourselves.
Well, this should be easy. If you're sure about it. I mean, what's the point of being king of the hill if there's no one around to be better than? We'd just be sitting on a hill.
Do we have to do this?
You have to. You know you have to.
Hagámoslo entonces. Aniquilar a la princesa.
You raise the blade, taking aim at her heart. And then you strike.
I'm sorry.
Pero nunca la ves morir. Es hora de irse. Los recuerdos vuelven.
She's gone. Where did she go?
Acercarte al espejo. Te acercas al espejo. Nos estás llamando. Y no en el buen sentido. Mira tu reflejo. Te has marchitado. Otra vez te encuentras en el silencio eterno. Ir a la cabaña. Estás en la cabaña, acércate a ella.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction.
Todo esto es lo mismo de antes. Destruir tu cuerpo. Alzas tu voluntad para poner fin a tu vida. Sin embargo, mientras se entierra en el espacio, donde debería estar tu cuerpo, no sientes nada en absoluto. Una de las numerosas manos que hay frente a ti se extiende y te toca la cara con suavidad.
There's nowhere for you to be but here.
Ah, o sea, no servía de nada. Bueno, estoy listo para volver.
I will be here.
Un corazón herido y hermoso. Llévale la espesura herida a ella. Bien. ¿Recibirá alguna recompensa por hacer esto? Bueno, genial. Siempre quise matar a alguien de la realeza. De la cabaña.
The interior of the... You take the blade. The door to the basement.
Hola.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist.
¿Qué? Para nada. ¿Por qué piensas eso?
That giant knife you're holding kind of...
Soltarla.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
¿Sabes por qué estoy aquí para matarte?
Do you?
Yo sé lo que me dijeron. El hecho de que lo crea o no es otra cosa.
So, you're not going to share? How pointless. If you want to talk, I'll talk. But this isn't talking.
Estoy aquí porque se supone que acabarás con el mundo. Ah, esto ya lo había elegido. ¿Qué harías si te dejo ir?
Princess hesitates before responding. She doesn't know. She's been down here too long to have any idea of what she'd do in another life. She knows what she'd do. She's just searching for whatever answer she thinks you want to hear.
I don't think I can answer that question in a way you'd find meaningful. At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world. But they
Eso
didn't
sí,
tell
ya lo
me.
habíamos visto. ¿Cómo te llamas?
She hesitates before answering.
Momentáneamente no me importa cuando intentes, nunca dará una respuesta clara. ¿Estás coqueteando conmigo? ¿Cuánto tiempo llevas en este lugar? No, esto ya está. ¿Cómo podría sacarte de aquí?
You can't.
Bueno, ya hablamos lo suficiente.
Oh,
Aniquilar a la princesa.
You charge the princess, blade trembling in your hand, but you've already lost the battle.
Esto es distinto.
She casually sidesteps your thrust before knocking you to the ground with a single blow from her elbow.
La fuerza que va a tener para tirarme por un codazo.
But she doesn't stop there. She kicks you a few times for good measure, the pointed tip of her shoes feeling like a pickaxe against your fracturing bones, making sure you stay down. As you lie, crushed and broken on the basement floor, the princess kneels on your throat with the kind of weight you didn't think her slight frame could possibly possess. As you gasp for air, she eyes you with an intense curiosity. You shouldn't have let that fear creep into your heart. You had the upper hand, and now look at you.
Is this really the best you could do? Look at you. Completely broken.
Bueno, el hecho antes se corte la mano sin pestañear debió significar algo también.
She applies more pressure, slowly squeezing what's left of your life out of your lungs. This is the end, isn't it?
Este juego es grandioso, la verdad es que sí.
Everything goes dark,
Y
and
mueres.
you die.
Capítulo 2, la torre. Esta la hicimos, la torre, me parece.
You're on a
Va a matarme otra vez.
Again? People don't die twice. You haven't even met the princess, and I hardly think she'd be capable of killing someone as skilled and courageous as yourself. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep...
Bueno, ir a la cabaña.
A warning before you go any further. Can we tone down the pessimism just a smidge? I'm not being a pessimist. I'm just being realistic. You're being annoying. Just ignore their bickering, and whatever you do, don't pledge yourself to her. I cannot stress enough how absolutely catastrophic that would be for everyone, yourself included. I agree. If she's wrongfully imprisoned, then we should rescue her, but if he's telling the truth, we shouldn't just hand her the world on a silver platter. Rescue her? Given the stakes of the situation, there isn't really a difference between rescuing her and
La torre. Ah, este es el de
Either
coso.
would be terrible. So please try to ignore both of those knuckleheads.
Ahora yo lo
and
entiendo.
focus on
Creo que yo voy
saving the
entendiendo un
world.
poco más.
Let's not make this harder than it has to be.
Siempre que tratemos de ser amables con ella, los capítulos van a durar, solamente va a durar 2 capítulos. Ahora, si intentamos matarla, duran 3 capítulos. Entrar en la cabaña.
If that's what you want.
Tomar la daga.
You take the blade from the altar. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Ese es el que el anterior le habíamos jurado lealtad. Entrar al sótano.
The door to the basement.
Continúa bajando las escaleras.
Making your way down the spiral staircase is a time-consuming and exhausting effort. The princess towers over you, almost glowing in the weak starlight, her figure framed by a stained glass window. Her...
Drop it.
Fue lo que dijo. Trajiste ese cuchillo nuevo, a pesar de que sabes que no te servirá. Qué osadía tan encantadora. Agarrarlo con más fuerza.
As if on command, the blade slips from your grasp. It clatters uselessly to the floor.
No, yo toqué bien. Agarrarlo con más fuerza. ¿Y lo soltó?
But we didn't drop it. We decided to grip it tighter, remember? Are you really just gonna let that happen to us? I have a duty to report facts as facts, and the fact is that you dropped the blade.
¿Por qué?
Of course we dropped it. She's so much more than us. You wouldn't understand what it feels like to be in her presence.
Oh, I understand what's going on, and you'd better snap yourself out of
¿Será
it.
que no puedes desobedecerla? Puede ser.
Kneel.
No.
Oh, are you still trying to defy me? I said kneel.
Your legs
Te obliga,
buckle,
sí.
and your knees hit the floor.
That's my good little bird. No.
Esto es lo mismo de antes. Mejorar la lealtad, jamás. No te ayudaré a destruir el mundo. No me importa si viene algo nuevo después. No puedo permitir que lo hagas. Tengo unas preguntas para ti antes de tomar cualquier decisión. No, esto ya lo había elegido. No te ayudaré a destruir el mundo. No me importa si viene algo nuevo después. No puedo permitir que lo hagas.
I say, perhaps you need another lesson in submitting to your betters. Pick up that needle.
Do it. It's what she wants.
No objections here.
Yo tampoco.
I don't know what she's planning, and I don't like that we don't know what she's planning, but we might as well pick up the blade. As your eye falls on the blade, you feel a weight. Some divine hand that sits unperceived by your senses, but that manages to push you towards its desires like an unseen puppeteer.
Recoger la daga.
Reach forward and grasp the blade.
Stand.
This one's easy. See? This isn't so bad.
No creo que sea tan
Okay,
fácil.
yeah. We can do that. We were probably gonna stand anyway.
Ay, me entró una pestaña en el ojo. ¡Ah! Parte de pie.
You can feel a creaking tension between body and will as you slowly rise to your feet, like two foes forced into an unhappy truce. The princess eyes you with soft contemplation. The moment seems to last a lifetime, the silent anticipation of what's to come dragging out the long, painful seconds. But all silences are broken eventually.
To defy me is to claim we stand on level ground. We do not. You are quiet shadow, while I am brilliant radiance. Take that knife in your hand and slit your throat.
¿Eso sería un problema?
You don't have to listen to her. You're armed. Just steel your nerves, step forward, and end this.
Acabar con esto.
Oh, we'll end this all right.
Your hand
Ah, por
lifts the blade
favor.
and brings it towards your throat. Okay, I apologize for the unclear language. End her.
Aniquilar a la princesa.
Your body is sluggish and unresponsive, actively fighting against you, but you do your best to stagger forward. One step at a time, you move towards the princess.
Slitting your throat would have been a mercy, but it seems you're in need of a harsher lesson. Plunge that knife into your lungs.
No.
I'm sorry.
Don't. As you take another step forward, the blade digs into your ribs, slicing through flesh with ease. It somehow feels like an entirely natural thing to do, while the simple act of walking has become an arduous impossibility. Then it slides back out, the wound burning as a small hiss of air escapes through the fresh orifice. Blood fills your lungs.
Now, do it again. Keep doing it until I give you permission to stop.
Oh no.
Those are just words. You don't have to listen to her.
It's what she wants.
You, heroic one, what are you doing? Don't just let this happen. Stop him from killing you. I'm on it. Your other hand locks around your wrist, struggling to keep it from perforating vital organs.
Pero me
The
cago.
blade still flails towards you, managing to slice bits of skin that plop to the floor to join the growing pile of blood and gore beneath you. Despite the pain, you manage to keep yourself in one piece, at least for now.
Ay, no puede ser.
What a pitiful display. A wounded little bird thinking it can defy a god. It doesn't have to be like this. It doesn't have to hurt so much. You can choose a gentle end.
Yo no diría ir en contra de Dios era mala idea.
To leave that punctured vessel for the next.
Por lo que veo, sí. Aniquilar a la princesa.
Or you can pathetically struggle against yourself.
Se está bancándose bastante las puñaladas,
With the bloody impressions of your futility.
You continue to approach the princess, even as the repeated gouges of your blade expose bone and muscle to the open air of the basement.
You know, this would be a lot easier if you gave us a hand.
My influence only goes so far, and I can only juggle so many things at once. The best I can do right now is to continue to drive you forward. Believe me, this whole ordeal would be so much easier if I didn't have to contend with free will.
You're the one making things difficult. You're the one making us hurt. She doesn't want to hurt us. She's just doing
Ay,
what
Dios.
she has to.
Qué regalado que está.
Stop.
As you finish crossing the room, you fall to your knees at the princess's feet, your chest heaving as your blood pools in the crevices of the stone floor, the coppery taste coating your throat. The princess kneels down, lifting your chin with her finger as her face lowers to yours.
Pasé cumpliendo.
Your devotion is misplaced. You've surrendered to delusion. But something about your defiant spirit speaks to me. You are different than you were before. Perhaps, if you've learned your lesson, I can spare you from the release of death.
That's a little demeaning, isn't it? Yes, how thoughtful of her. It's a mercy. Take it. I think he's given up whatever say he had at the start of all this. At least one of you is sane. She's within striking distance, and she's only negotiating now because she knows you have what it takes to put an end to her. Seize the moment before it's too late.
Soy tuyo, jurar lealtad jamás. Vamos a decir que deliberadamente se apuñalaba en el mismo lugar para seguir cumpliendo, pero no a la vez lastimándose tanto. Tiene sentido. Aniquilar a la princesa.
No. Yes. Though your body trembles, struggling to defend itself in the face of the princess's overwhelming will, you finally manage to break through, darting to her side before she can react. The wind of your freedom rushes through you, and you channel it into a decisive blow, stabbing into the soft flesh of her ankle and severing the tendons in an act of unyielding defiance.
Se le ve el hueso.
She falls to the floor, crashing unceremoniously to her knees. But you don't give her any time to recover. Your heart pounding with determination, you plunge your blade into her chest. As you find your target again and again, she laughs, crude emotion breaking through her once stony composure as your blade cuts her flesh. We can do this, can't we?
No creo, pero...
You always could. The decision to give you this task was not made lightly. You're here for a reason.
It's not too late to pick up the pieces. It's not too late to toss that blade aside and beg for forgiveness.
Shut up.
I can't believe you would actually strike me. You heathen! You worm! You defiler! You don't know the consequences of your arrogance!
Before you can strike the final blow, the princess lashes out, knocking you off your feet.
Esa no es la cara de alguien que se está muriendo.
There's an unsettling wet pop as your spine breaks, numbness and pain spreading through your body. As you rebound towards the ceiling in a moment of disorientated lightness, she drives her fist into your chest. Your body is crushed as she pulverizes you into the floor, the ground itself breaking from the impact. You lie there, broken, beyond pain, unable to even see what she's done to you. But the princess is succumbing to her own wounds as well. She looks down upon her body in abject horror and disgust.
You made me use my hands. I can feel myself twisting into something new, something dull, something defiled. What have you done to me?
No tengo idea, solo la apuñalé.
And conspirators, I can't bear to watch this. The princess has been nothing but cruel to you. You should feel liberated by her.
Por primera vez estoy de acuerdo con el narrador.
But I don't feel liberated. I feel empty.
Aside from the pain, I feel fine.
Matadiosas, da muerte a tu superior.
Her glassy eyes watch, unblinking, yet somehow still full of anguish and fear, as the two of you perish together.
Uy, ¿en qué se va a transformar ahora?
I suppose we were never gonna get a happy ending here, were we? Don't let those be your final thoughts. You saved the world. That's worth something.
Buena suerte pensando eso.
I guess. Regardless of how you feel about it, it's finally over. Thank you. Everything goes dark.
Y
And you
mueres.
die.
Capítulo 3. La furia. Uff. No suena muy reconfortante.
You're on a path in the woods. And at the end of the path... Okay, what the hell is that?
¿Qué putada es esto? Me encanta. ¿Qué chingados es esta madre? Es una cara para alguien que se está muriendo. Para la gran mesa de los dioses. ¡Ya cállate! ¡Espabila! ¡Coño! ¡Que la vida te va a comer!
I think he's upset.
No jodas, ¿en serio?
What's he got to be upset about? We just killed a god.
Exactly. You heathens destroyed the most beautiful thing that ever was, and ever will be.
Can't say I have much sympathy for you. She was bad for us and you almost got us killed.
Buen punto.
You're being too generous. He did get us killed. Alright, enough chatter. I've got a thing I'm supposed to do, and if you don't mind, I'd like to do it without any more interruptions.
Bien, entonces por lo que entiendo, esto es de la siguiente manera. Siempre vamos a llegar a capítulo 2 y vamos del lado bueno. Pero si tratamos de ir al lado malo, vamos a ver una tercera forma. Y la idea es básicamente, o sea, es como una evolución de la primera princesa. Así que, más bien de la segunda princesa. Porque princesa siempre, la primera siempre es la misma. Así que, pero de la segunda y de la tercera. Y el chiste del juego es en sí conocer a todas las princesas. Ni siquiera sé cuántos logros llevo ya. 23 logros de 93. Falta demasiado, la verdad es que yo no sé cómo hacerlo.
You're listening. You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a... If your thing is telling us about the princess, don't waste your breath. We know all about her. It's hardly a path.
Mucho, sí. Por eso después pregunto en el Discord qué quieren hacer.
Look, if the world around you is changing, especially all the way out here, then that means you're nearing the point of no return. Whatever happens next, that's it. There won't be any more do-overs. So you'd better take things seriously.
¿Está bien? Siento como si tiraran de mí cientos de direcciones distintas. Será mejor que me escuchen cuando llegue el momento de tomar una decisión.
So what if I'm speaking my mind? It's not like I've ever really got my say in things.
La verdad es que no.
What a crock of shit. Yeah, you stabbed us last time. Repeatedly.
It didn't even work. It doesn't count.
Ah, menos mal que no cuenta.
We died. If you didn't submit to her, for all we know, that wouldn't have happened.
No habría pasado si no nos hubieras apuñalado vos.
Punishment you all deserved for not listening to her.
Aside from our sulking friend, I don't think we have much to worry about. You're still the one in charge here, and
I don't think that's ever gonna change. Second he tries something, I'll put a stop to it.
Si llegamos al susodicho punto de no retorno, ¿qué sucederá?
Then what happens? Have you even been listening? It's the end is what happens. Yeah, but is there something after the end? How am I supposed to know? The end means finality. It's not like I can just peek on over to the other side and tell you what it's like there, if there even is a there. It doesn't matter because we're going to win. Now that's exactly the sort of mindset I like to see. Don't let yourself be consumed with self-doubt. Don't flirt with oblivion. Just focus on the present and everything will be absolutely fine.
Independientemente de lo que vaya a suceder, parece que nuestras respuestas están en la cabaña. Debemos continuar, ir a la cabaña.
Good. We're all on the same page.
Ugh.
It isn't long before you find yourself at the end of the path, staring up at the cabin on the hill. You'll find the princess within, as I'm sure you already know. End her. That's it? No final words of advice? I'd rather not waste any more time. I'm sure that any advice I'd give at this point is something you've already heard.
¿Qué comes que adivinas?
If there's still a princess at the cabin, maybe we can salvage things. Maybe if we just grovel and apologize, things can go back to how they were before.
Oh, cut it out, will you? We need to be tough right now. And you're making it so much harder than it has to be. So stop whining.
Acá. Entrar a la cabaña.
The interior of the cabin is a place that feels long forgotten. There was once an elegance to its construction, carved marble columns holding a high arched roof, vaulted windows letting in the weak starlight. But that is how it was. Now there is a growth that has overtaken it. A viscous fluid seeps from cracks in the stone walls, and it congeals into chaotic streaks of writhing nerves and wet clumps of living meat.
Dios, qué asco.
That's horrible. You did this.
Ay, cállate, derrotado.
The only furniture of note is a pulsating pedestal, a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Tomar la daga.
You take the blade from the pedestal. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world.
Good. Nothing feels better than gripping cold steel.
A 0 y punto. Oigan, yo decido mi propio lore. La dejé sin palabras. Acercarte al espejo.
You step forward and approach the door to the basement, hesitating before you open it. Almost as if you don't see it. But you must, because it's right there in front of you.
All we see is a damn mirror.
It's a bit grimy.
Preferiría que no, gracias.
What cleaned the door? The mirror. What are you talking about? You're standing in front of a door. Whatever non-door thing you think you're looking at, it isn't real, because if it were real, I'd know about it.
Segurísimo que lo
It
sabrías.
has to be real. It's right there.
Smash it. Smash it to pieces. It's the only thing keeping us from her.
Ay, por
You
Dios.
want to know what we'll see in there? We won't be able to see anything if we smash it.
Nah, I'm with him on this one. Smash it. Let's get violent already.
Eso, volvámonos
Do what you
locos.
want with it. The mirror isn't real, so how you handle it doesn't matter, aside from wasting dangerous amounts of time.
Romperlo.
You bring your fist crashing down against the door leading to the basement. As if on command, it slowly slides open, scraping against the stone floor, its ancient hinges moaning as it reveals the dim path ahead. Why am I not surprised? You step forward into the darkness.
Sí, por favor, no aguanto más el sueño de los
The stairs
mosquitos.
leading down to the
De las
basement
moscas.
are at once both narrow and grandiose. A high vaulted ceiling stretches up into a gloom beyond your sight, while walls wet with tumorous growths press in uncomfortably at your sides. You feel both unprotected and trapped, at once exposed and claustrophobic. The air is thick, its odor an oppressive violence, the metallic scent of fresh blood twisting with the nauseating embers of charred remains.
If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice, a bellowing rage, roars up the stairs.
Was severing the tendons of my ascension not enough for you? Was it not enough to rend my divine heart? Come, see the horrors you've wrought upon my flesh, and feel my hands set upon your throat.
Ay, Dios.
See how you've soured my once divine melody.
She's so angry with us. Why? Why did you desecrate her? Why couldn't I stop you?
You've got to stop thinking about her like that. It isn't doing anyone any good.
She's not some untouchable god. She's an abomination, and we're going to put an end to her once and for all.
Whatever she is now is our fault. If she's an abomination, then what does that make us?
She was going to end the world last time. If I might interject,
Suku sabe cosas oscuras, ¿como qué?
She's always been what she is. It's why you're here, and it's why your task is so important.
Continuar bajando las escaleras.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. The chamber's walls are painted in blood, a deep, sickening red that drips down in clotted streams onto the charred corpses that make up its floor. This place reeks of torment, of ripped skin and burning bone. The princess stands in its center, muscles flayed and bare and weeping, draped in a tattered dress of her own skin. Her heart beats from its place in her
Bueno, eso va a ser fácil.
Do you know what I'm going to do to you?
Cosas bonitas no, cosas bonitas no, como en SNK. ¿SNK?
There's not so much a moment of hesitation before she steps forward. Her chains pull taut, holding fast as she strains against them. The cuff around her wrist digs deeper into her skin. Blood drips from the place where metal meets flesh. And then, with a nauseating sound, the skin tears. It plops to the ground, and she pulls her red, glistening arm free from her binding.
Suku le gustan cosas divertidas con la princesa. A esta altura no. La veo muy enojada para hacer. Ah, Shingeki no Kyojin.
You all deserve for what you did to her. It's the punishment I deserve for letting it happen.
Ya cállese, derrotado.
We can win. We've done it before and we'll do it again. Only this time we'll make it out the other side. Hell, she's practically done most of the work for us.
Acabaré contigo. Aniquilar a la princesa. Soku, ya se lo di el amor, se lo di en el stream pasado. Acabaré contigo, aniquilar a la princesa.
And that's what I've been so excited for. Let's hurt each other.
Your heart full of fear, you charge towards the princess, your eyes locked on each other, both of you prepared to lay down your very essence in one blow.
It's now or never. Let's make it a beautiful blaze of glory.
With a horrifying squelch, you are unwound.
No, that's our stuff. She can't just do that.
She just did. Unfortunate, I know, but reality is reality.
Mierda.
You should all just be grateful she's decided to keep us alive. Even in her defilement, she is merciful.
We're not out for the count.
Pendejo, no dura nada. Explorar, maldita tramposa, devuélveme mis entrañas. Te maté la última vez y juro por mi vida que encontraré la manera de hacerlo de nuevo. La última vez tuve que matarte porque ibas a acabar con el mundo. Podemos solucionar las cosas hablando, no creo. Necesitamos amor, la princesa. Le di todo el amor del mundo en el anterior. En esta no va a haber amor. Lamento lo que te dice, pero tú también me hiciste esas cosas horribles. ¿Cuándo se supone que terminará esto? No podemos seguir matándonos por siempre. Ya no es momento de hablar, avanzar y enfrentarte a tu enemiga. Devuélveme mis entrañas.
But the words don't leave your metaphorical mouth. Instead, all that leaves you is a wet and horrible gurgling as tissue vibrates out of place.
Qué asco.
Our metaphorical mouth.
Lo que debería ser nuestra boca.
You don't have the means to speak anymore, do you? How tragic. It is tragic though, isn't it? I'm not satisfied dividing fear and indignation from your eyes alone. A quivering mound of flesh is no companion.
She snaps her fingers, and the basic form of a vocal system assembles before you.
Ah.
Now, little bird, what was it you wanted to tell me?
Lamento lo que te hice. Te dije que me devuelvas mis entrañas. Por favor. Tenemos que dejar lastimarnos. ¿Y cuál es tu plan supremo? ¿Que pasemos toda la eternidad torturándonos?
Your defiance robbed me of my end game. You desecrated my divine spirit and plunged me into your realm of flesh. The only thing left for me is your torment.
Just submit already. What is there left for us to do?
¿En serio crees que nos vamos a rendir? No hay esperanza alguna. Recorrer el control de tu cuerpo destruido y arrasar con tu enemiga.
Skin flayed and organs flapping, you charge towards the princess.
That's right. She'll never stop us.
Still you defy your god. I've made the mistake of underestimating your resolve before. Never again.
You swing for her heart. What's left of you explodes. So that's it. It's over. Just like that.
Of course it's over. It's been over since the very first moment we laid eyes on her.
This is the final note of your discordant melody. You will not return again, because you will live in that single tone forever.
No! No! It's not over! We're a god killer! We've returned from death itself twice!
Dudo que haya una tercera.
Did you hear her? We're not dead.
What's the difference? From many perspectives, there isn't one. But functionally, that is, from your perspective, the difference is massive.
Gracias, narrador, por explicar por qué la lluvia moja.
You are entirely laid bare, spread to each corner of the room. Yet you are wholly aware of the state you're in. Incapable of movement, but entirely capable of perception. In fact, perceiving your state is the only thing you can currently do. You are preserved, perfectly, in the amber of her torment.
De hecho, percibir tu condición actual no es lo único que puedes hacer. Su tormento es la resina que usa para conservarte en un estado perfecto. Es la resina que usa.
We're more than this. We've lost bodies before. We just have to lose this one and make another.
No creo que sea tan sencillo. ¿Y cómo se supone que perdamos este? No puedo hacer nada, ella no me lo permite. Ella se convertirá en algo peor. Siempre pasa cuando llegamos a una nueva cabaña.
I don't know. You're the one who makes things happen, so make it happen.
Ay, ¿por qué no lo haces vos? Ay, ella se convertirá en algo peor. Siempre pasa cuando llegamos a una nueva cabaña.
Who said anything about getting to a new cabin? No, we make something new here.
La resina busca a Genshin. No, espera, ya no juego Genshin.
It won't matter if you do. She'll just pull us apart again.
And preferably, we make something without
Sí,
him.
por favor. Deshacerte de este recipiente y pasar al siguiente.
Absolutely not. I refuse to let you just decide to die with your task unfinished. If you die here, the world is doomed.
¿Algún plan, genio? Pero mueres. Sientes una gran liberación a medida que sueltas lo que te queda de carne y sangre. Sin embargo, sigues estando aquí.
Your Honor, where the hell are you? Are you already at the princess?
This place is different. Rotten. Death all around us. I want to go back.
So you You've returned already, and I remain here. Is this our final destination?
The princess tilts her head to look at you, and with a gesture, you are unwound.
Pero me cachis en 10. ¿Otra vez?
Clearly I left you with too much room last time. Perhaps this cell will hold you better.
You know what to do. Again.
Morir otra vez. Otra vez renuncias a tu cuerpo y otra vez te encuentras aquí, pero en otro lugar.
Ronna, she's gorgeous.
Absolutely divine.
Enamorado, ¿qué haces aquí?
Describes things. You better start saying what we do this time.
And what are you doing?
Attacking her, obviously.
Right. You charge towards the princess and...
There is no spark in you, only matter devoid of life.
You explode.
Oh.
Again.
Y otra vez. Renuncias a tu cuerpo y vuelves a vivir una vez más.
You're on a path. We are not on a fucking path. I have no idea where we are.
We're in the middle of a fight, so act like it.
So you are. Okay. You dive towards the princess and we're unwound. Yes. Her head swivels creepily on her neck, fire in her eyes as your body unravels with winding pain.
No. Again.
Oh, ¡otra vez! No tienes cuerpo, existes, vuelves a renacer.
Your Honor.
No time. You narrate now.
Yes, of course. Pristine blade grasped firmly in your hands, you fly towards the princess before she can turn to face you. We might actually do it this time.
Quizás no.
I can feel that body of yours slicing through the air. How many more times will I have to scatter you?
As she turns towards you, the very essence of your being begins to flake away. Your muscles, then organs, then nerves lay bare and screaming as the rest of you is stripped of substance. Oh, boo-hoo. It's just a body.
It just needs to last long enough to sink this blade into her heart.
It doesn't last. You are disintegrated. Everything goes down.
Pero ya no hay un tú que pueda morir.
How many times do I need to pulverize you before you finally understand? You are nothing. An empty void that dared to dream it was alive.
Se la van a llevar.
Feels right.
If we're nothing, then why are we still here?
Because we always have been. If we're nothing, then how can we do anything? The same way we always have. Being nothing has never stopped us. Now end this. End her.
You cannot win if you cannot be.
Acabar con esto. Una fuerza se precipita hacia el corazón expuesto de la princesa. Son hilos de texturas que se condensan desde la completa nada.
How? I've scattered the atoms you clung to and there was nothing there to find. You can't exist.
Los hilos atraviesan su corazón y envuelven su espíritu.
It's over.
Oh, I think I understand you now. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do the things I did to you. I don't think I knew what I was doing.
She sounds genuine.
¿Seguro?
They always do in the end.
It's cold, but I'm going to be okay, right?
A través del tiempo, encuentra la forma de vencer a un ángel menospreciado. No tienes oportunidad de responderle, y jamás la tendrás. Es hora de irse. Los recuerdos vuelven. Acercarte al espejo. Te acercas al espejo. Mira tu reflejo. Otra vez te encuentras en silencio eterno, ir a la cabaña. Estás en la cabaña.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. I am curious to see what it means for us to know it.
Estoy listo para volver.
The next time I see you.
Corazón curtido, llévale la furia a ella. ¿Y ahora cómo hacemos? Vamos a tratar de dar la vuelta a irnos. No. Está bien. Entraré en la cabaña. ¡Ya cállate!
That's great to hear. As long as you bring that fiery attitude to princess slaying, I think this will all resolve splendidly.
Mínima selecciones creo que alteran todo, así que... Sí, no le creas nada de lo que dice. No que las aniquilemos. Sí. Bueno, tomar la daga. ¿Qué va a salir de esto? Entrar al sótano. Siquiera podré cambiar la historia o algo. Solo vine a ver cómo estás.
It's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
No.
Then drop.
Tomarlo como fuerza.
You ignore.
Es que no estoy segura de hacer algo distinto. No soltaré la daga.
Then I'm not talking to you.
De acuerdo, parece que llegamos a un punto muerto.
I guess we are.
For the love of everything, just slay her already. Or drop the blade. Do something.
¿De verdad no quieres hablar?
Yeah, I'm sure.
For goodness sake, the two of you can't just stand around like this forever. Eventually, something is going to give, and I highly recommend that you be the one to take the initiative here.
Okay. Aniquilar a la princesa.
Doubt.
Huir y encerrarla en el sótano. Claro, estas no las puedo elegir.
Are you serious? It's a good idea. We've taken some bad hits, but we've dealt some too. She has to be feeling it more than we are. Let's regroup upstairs. If we're lucky, maybe she'll just bleed out. Fine. You make a mad dash to the basement stairs, the princess's chains rattling as she tries to chase you, but pulling taut much too soon for her to catch up.
Do you really think you can just walk out of here?
Podemos intentarlo.
She steps towards you, ignoring her chains. They creak and strain as she pulls against them until finally they break. The links clatter to the floor, useless. She's free. Hurry. You push your broken body as she closes in and just barely manage to pass the threshold of the basement doorway before she catches up to you. You close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with the heavy wooden table that once held the blade. Okay, we can make this work. She has an awful wound and we have all the time in the world. Playing jailkeeper for a while might make things...
¿En serio crees que va a ser tan fácil?
You settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door. It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue. But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of the door.
I know you're you're still there, why don't you make things easier on yourself and let me
Bueno, antes le pegaste el pecho como si nadie se volvió fantasma, es verdad.
hold for very long anyways. It's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
She sounds terrifying. Like she's less of the princess you saw and more like
¿Y qué crees que hagamos?
nightmare. As she violently rattles the door, you do your best to shut her out of your mind.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece. I won't forget what you did, and I'll never forgive it. You don't know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
It doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker.
Sí, yo pienso lo mismo.
It doesn't.
El Ineus-segundo acaba de canjear hidrátate, Soku.
Puedes amenazarme todo lo que quieras, solo haces que tenga menos remordimientos. No sé qué eres, pero no eres una princesa. Anda, malgasta tu energía, te estaré esperando.
I wouldn't be so sure about outlasting me. You're so brittle. So go ahead, rest.
¿Es tan fuerte y no puedo abrir la puerta?
Help you be prepared. But know that I'm coming for you, and that when I find you,
Solo se gasta los puntos. Ah, listo.
You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against
Nos va a
the wall.
apuñalar.
You jolt awake in the middle of the
Verga.
night to silence in the cabin. The ruckus has stopped, and the door to the
Nos va a aparecer de
basement
golpe.
is ajar.
Más vale se está jugando con nosotros. Yo pienso
The
igual.
table shoved out of the way. Where is she?
Va a aparecer de golpe.
thanks for helping me get out of that awful basement.
You try and stumble to your feet, but as the princess draws near, it's as though your body simply stops working. It isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves. First your toes go
Es tipo
numb,
eléctrico ahora.
and then your feet, and then your legs. You lie prone on the floor of the cabin, unable to do anything but witness her approach. Whose side are you on? Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change them.
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
No.
She steps closer, one silent footfall at a time, cocking her head in curiosity as you feel your organs shutting down one by one.
Or maybe I can't take my time with you. You don't look well. A little green around the gills. What a shame. If you'd only helped me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together.
Your lungs stop drawing in breath, and your heart freezes in your chest. You have seconds left.
I'd say better luck next time. But we both know this is the end, don't we?
It can't be. This can't actually be how everything ends.
Parece que sí.
I'm sorry, but it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Capítulo 2. La pesadilla. Oh, esto no va bien.
You're on a path in the woods. You're here to slay her.
Y la cabaña.
A warning before you
Antes
go.
que sigas avanzando.
She will lie, she will cheat.
I don't think lying and cheating is a thing. She was very direct with us last time. Or at least she was direct with us after we decided to lock her away.
It doesn't matter. Don't trust anyone.
Entra en la cabaña.
The interior of the cabin is plain, the smooth wood of the walls almost featureless. The only furniture of note is a lone table, knocked on its side in the corner of the room. A pristine blade stands between you and the open, inviting basement doorway. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. Hold on. What happened to the door?
No existe.
It's just an empty frame.
She's already got an out, hasn't she? And she's ready for us. She's been waiting. Can't you feel her eyes on us? I'm going to need all of you to pull yourselves together. The princess has not already gotten out. But if you keep getting stuck in your head like this, you're going to struggle to get the job done.
Ay, no me había dado cuenta.
So deep breath in.
Yo sentí que algo apareció de golpe.
Your task awaits, and only you can do it.
Yo voy a preguntar, ¿vieron eso que apareció de golpe? Y dije, nada, debe ser mi imaginación. Y concha de mi hermana, lo acabo de ver. Tomar la daga.
You reach down and pick the blade up off the floor. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Good. Steel can't lie to us.
Is it gonna be enough, though? Couldn't you have given us something else? Something, I don't know, better than a knife?
Una bomba, sí, ¿no?
The blade is the only thing you need to finish your task. You're more than capable of pulling this off, so long as you don't lose faith in yourself. Those are the words of someone who knows he's sending us to our death.
Entrar al sótano.
You cross over the threshold and onto a series of isolated steps, suspended in darkness.
More eyes, too. You never mentioned the eyes.
The air seeping up from below reminds you of fresh lightning and static, as if you're descending into a place that isn't meant for a creature of flesh and blood. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
Yo no sé.
Her cruel and playful voice prances up the stairs.
I didn't think you'd come back. We're gonna have a lot of fun, you and I.
Lo dudo bastante.
Come back? She must have you confused with someone else.
No, no lo hace.
You really don't remember, do you? It doesn't matter, we need a game plan. We know we can't just go down there unprepared.
¿Qué tan difícil puede ser lanzar un cuchillo?
It can't be that hard. But then we'd lose our weapon. We'd have to make it count.
No, ya hice lo de tirar el cuchillo por la ventana. Fue divertido, esta vez no lo va a hacer.
Something like her in the first place. It'll be enough.
No necesitamos un plan. Voy a matarla. El señor narrador cree que puedo hacerlo. No sé por qué están siendo tan pesimistas.
Finally, a voice of reason. The rest of you should take notes. You know why I'm being a pessimist.
Diablo es fácil, que llegue donde quieres es otro tema. Buen punto.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs.
No, ¿y qué nos vamos a encontrar?
As you emerge, you find yourself between two loose rows of white wooden planks, suspended in nothingness. A smattering of cobblestones, visible against the inky black of the basement, mark where the floor should be, forming vague pathways.
Me siento como en Moeco Castle. O en un juego promedio fue una musea. Uno de esta habitación se encuentra en dos caminos. Uno va a la derecha, uno va a la izquierda y el otro a la derecha.
She could be anywhere, and there's nowhere for us to hide. We're completely exposed. Are you really not going to comment on how weird this place is?
Por favor.
No, I'm not. We're going to die down here. I don't want to die again. Please stop saying that. You're only going to make things worse. Just pick a direction and start moving.
I wouldn't give it too much thought if I were you. It doesn't really matter. Because either way you go, I'm going to find you.
Bien, vamos bien. Ir a la izquierda, ir a la derecha, no hacer nada, volver a por donde viniste. Fantástico, no tengo ni idea hacia dónde podemos ir. Derecha, izquierda, derecha, volver hacia la nada, volver por donde viniste. Volver por donde viniste no es una opción, pero tenemos las tres de esa. A ver, veamos. Voy a pensar en un número. A ver, digan el número que piensan y el que mayor veces salga lo elegimos. No hay decisiones incorrectas. Ya, estoy pensando en un número. Elijan rápido. ¿Qué número quieren? 1, 2 o 3. 54. Me cachín, 2, listo. Estaba pensando en el 3, pero bueno, mayoría. Vamos por el 2.
You turn to the right.
Habría elegido el de la derecha yo también.
A faintly outlined path lies before you.
There you are. I told you I was going to find you.
Oh, Dios, ¿qué es eso?
As the princess approaches, your legs suddenly go numb.
¿Qué es un...?
Your arms quickly follow. This is it, isn't it?
And you brought your little knife with you again. Cute.
There has to be a way out of this. Think.
El cuchillo en medio del ojo.
What did you do? Pull yourself together. She isn't supposed to be like this.
I wonder how many times I'll get to play with you before you break.
No, gracias, no quiero romperme. Estoy bien así. Concha, tu hermana.
It's as if every part of your being is coming to a lurching halt.
No creo que eso es una máscara. ¿O sí? Tal vez.
Lungs, liver.
Qué asco.
Your lungs pull in a desperate gulp of air as your eyes shoot back open.
Cuchillo en medio del ojo.
What are you doing?
I'm working. Do you want this body to function, or do you want...
And then experience stops once more as your body reapproaches death.
Okay, whatever you were doing, please just start doing it again.
You sure about that? Are you sure that's what you want, or do you want to interrupt me some more?
Ay, Dios, dejen de pelear.
You have seconds left.
Yes, I'm sure.
Heart, lungs, liver. Again, your eyes shoot open as you gasp for breath. Liver.
Can't decide what you want to do, can you? Oh well, standing there gasping like a fish is more fun than dead. Even if you look ridiculous.
Heart, lungs.
She isn't attacking us.
Nerves.
Why?
Heart. The why doesn't matter. She's already proven her ill intent. Don't lose sight of your mission. Liver. Your weapon is still in your hands. Strike at her and end this before it's too late.
¿Por qué no acabas conmigo? ¿De qué te sirve que esté vivo? ¿Qué quieres de mí? ¿Qué sucedió después de que me mataras la última vez? Me enviaron aquí para evitar que destruyeras el mundo. No puedo dejarte ir. ¿Estás loca? Sí lo sabes, ¿verdad? Si quieres que trabajemos juntos, al menos podrías dejar de hacer que mis órganos dejen de funcionar. ¿Qué te parece si en vez de eso te mato? No tenemos que ser enemigos, nada.
Princess cocks her head, neck cracking uncomfortably. And you can't help but imagine a smile carved
sí, es una
way
máscara.
from ear to ear on the other side of her mask.
Thinking about that knife, are we?
Ah, ya.
Little theory to the test. See how it plays out. But I don't think you're going to like what happened.
En el ojo.
Because even if you make me dead, you're not getting out of here. This place is mine. And I'm not giving you the stairs unless I'm leaving with you.
Heart, lungs, liver.
Me enviaron aquí para evitar que destruyeras el mundo. No puedo dejarte ir. ¿Estás loca? Sí lo sabes, ¿verdad?
I am what I am. And right now, I'm in control. So, you might want to be a little nicer to me.
She raises one long gloved finger, its tip hovering just over your skin, seeming to enjoy the lingering threat. But she withdraws,
Sin cuatro besarla.
with a momentary glimpse of death.
Destroy is such an unenlightened way of putting it. So sudden, so violent, so little nuance. I'm not going to destroy the world, but I am going to hold it in my hands and squeeze it.
Es lo mismo que destruirla.
Make it afraid, just like I've made you.
Parece la de las muñecas esas malditas.
The world needs fear, doesn't it? Every terror I bring would make the good times so much better. Well, I'm practically doing a public good. So what harm is there really in letting me out?
Liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart.
Si le haces lo mismo que me hiciste a mí, la gente morirá.
But everyone dies eventually. They're all full of wet, writhing things, and in the end, each and every one of them gets unwound. And then those things get to become a new everybody. Just to come apart all over again. All I want is to be there for it. I want to watch it happen. And maybe do a little unwinding myself. Is that really so much to ask?
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver.
¿Y qué pasa? ¿Y si no te dejo ir? ¿Qué pasará en ese caso?
We're stuck down here together. Until you change your mind.
Heart, lungs.
Static, and a skipped beat as she touches your shoulder and whispers in your ear.
No! Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
Only until your heart finally gives out.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
And then, when you die, I'll find myself somewhere new. And before too long, you'll be there too. That's how this all works, right? This doesn't end until you let
Hola
me
Imperial, te perdiste un coso.
before then. I'm sure I can get creative.
Te perdiste una waifu. Dame acá ¿quién? Ah, la del coso, la que tenía en mi wish. Te la doy a cambio de Cher, no tengo ningún problema. Uy, se está poniendo más nervioso. ¿De qué te sirve que esté vivo? ¿Qué quieres de mí?
I tried to leave while you suffocated, but that stupid cabin wouldn't let me. So I started to drag your body out with me and then...
¿Pero?
Well, you died before I could get to the door. And then I was here, and now you're here too. I don't think I can move without you, and dead doesn't count. And as much as I love what we have going on, I have bigger plans than tormenting one poor little creature forever. I want to leave.
Se está poniendo más nervioso. Vamos a coso. Malditos anuncios. No pienso jugar a tus juegos. No te ayudaré a escapar y no intentaré matarte. No, esto no me sirve. Pero sigue siendo para explorar, así que... si me necesitas con vida, ¿por qué me amenazaste con las escaleras? ¿Por qué no intentaste ser amable conmigo? Te dije que te la cambio por coso, por... Te la cambio por Cher. ¿Y si te dejo ir? ¿Luego qué? ¿Seguimos cada uno por su lado? Por Chelsea. La del viaje al dorado, esa. Es una tortura estar contigo. No pienso quedarme aquí. ¿Y cuál es? Si quieres que trabajemos juntos, ¿podrías al menos dejar de hacer que mis órganos... Es que no me convence. ¿Por qué no acabas conmigo?
Look at the way you're struggling to stay alive. It's taking everything you have to keep your heart pumping right now. And I'm enjoying the show.
The princess leans forward, bringing her masked lips close to your ear.
If I want to see you gone, all I need to do is break your concentration.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
She slowly runs her velvet glove across the base of your neck.
Pregunté demasiado.
Feels like static. And then... Shit, make her stop. Hey, snap out of it.
¡Espabila!
Deep breath, we're fine. Heart, lungs, liver,
Corazón, bien.
nerves, heart, your back, lungs, liver, nerves, heart.
One moment, and then you're gone. Just like that. Ah, and there's the fear.
She pulls away.
But that wouldn't be very fun, now would it? I've already done that.
Nerves, heart, lungs, liver, 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 nerves.
No, me rehúso a elegir esa.
Liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
Pues entonces moriré.
And then we'll wind up right back where we started. Round and round we'll go. I wonder what will be different next time. Maybe you'll actually be able to move a limb. Who knows? But I'm always going to win.
¿Estás segura con eso? Con la suficiente cantidad de intentos, tarde o temprano ganaré. Y puede que no consigas volver como yo.
Is that a bet you're willing to take? Imagine climbing a mountain of lifetimes. And when you finally reach the summit, when you finally win, the only view you find is me. And then I push you, and you go tumbling all the way down those millions upon millions of battered and broken pieces of you that couldn't make the cut. What then? Would you have it in you to climb again? It sounds like a lot of effort for nothing. When instead we can just leave this place together, hand in hand.
O sea, quiero leer todas las opciones, por eso. Si quieres que trabajemos juntos, ¿podrías al menos dejar que mis órganos... ¿podrías dejar de hacer que mis órganos dejen de funcionar? No tenemos que ser enemigos, podemos trabajar juntos, incluso podríamos ser amigos. Pero aniquilar a la princesa.
This path is already worn by travel and has been seen by one of my many eyes. You cannot walk it again.
¿Qué?
Change your course.
¿Y por qué me das la opción? ¿Por qué me dio la opción? Correr.
Turn and run, doing your best to put one useless leg in front of the other.
¿Cómo que está gastado el camino?
You poor, poor thing. Wrong choice.
You get nowhere before the princess is in front of you once again.
You're always going to be a coward.
She raises a hand to her mask and pulls it down. You don't get the chance to see what lies beneath before it envelops you. Like a creeping mold, the complete reality of your existence threads its way through your mind. Birth, death, birth again, decay and bloom, a million stitches from a million microscopic wounds you've inflicted on everyone you've ever met, with every muscle you've moved and every word you've ever spoken.
Pero no había... Es que no las hay, no hay decisiones incorrectas. Puta madre, tuve que buscar la ruleta para aceptar... ¿Qué?
No. Your existence hurts them.
¿Qué dijo antes? Déjame salir.
Let me out.
A lonely soul in a room by itself, weeping. It lives for 80 years and then it's gone. And then it's there again.
Let me out.
A reprieve, a good life, love, children, a steady career, recognition from your peers. Here one moment, gone the
Dios.
next.
The worms have found their orifices.
Let me out!
Diagnosis. It forgets everything it is. Anger, rage, distance, poverty. The lonely soul is lonely again. Love turns to mockery. It dies. It is reborn. Worse. Lonelier.
Let me out!
No. What's happening to us?
Excelente pregunta.
Let me out!
This is all too much. I can't keep going.
You can't keep going? What are you talking about?
Pero él no responde.
Oops, I think I broke you. I'll see you soon. You'll know what to do.
Tu cuerpo está muerto, pero sigues con vida. Capítulo 3. Un momento de lucidez. El momento de la claridad.
You're on a path in the... Shit. What the hell was that? Who are we? What are we doing?
Es una excelente pregunta. Yo digo que le dejemos salir, que con una condición. Bueno, Reina de Cero, fue una audiencia muy linda, pero ya es algo tarde y no estoy en universidad y debe levantarse temprano porque es en otra ciudad. Nos vemos en otra ocasión cuando los astros cantan la canción. No hay problema, Lineos. Muchísimas gracias por haberte quedado en el stream. Ya nada, el diablo a la universidad. Esto se puso muy bueno. Y Lineos se queda. Que si la dejamos hacer lo que quiere, pero se la aflojo. ¿Esa no era una frase de Connie-chan?
There was a princess, I think. It's all so fuzzy. It hurts when I try to remember.
Ay,
You
Dios.
should know about the princess. At least, not until I... You've already been here, haven't you?
No, ¿qué comes que adivinas?
Yes. It feels so long ago, almost like we've never left.
We have to let her out.
No, that's the opposite of what you're here to do. You have to slay her.
Slay? We decided not to do that, didn't we?
No pude.
We're supposed to let her out.
It's really the only way this works out for us. If you think about it, she's the one with power here. Nobody else can do much of anything.
No, we were supposed to keep her trapped there forever. I think.
Tal vez.
We're supposed to be unfeeling. How many times do I have to tell you to snuff out your heart? We can't be unfeeling. Not when there's so much fear everywhere.
There's nothing for us to do. We've already tried everything.
We love her, so we have to set her free.
Ven, enamorado, sal de aquí. Esta no es tu ruta.
Something that hates us. And we love something that hurts us.
Claro, son 20 millones de
To be
voces.
given an ounce of kindness from something so cruel would be more pure than any other love.
Es como si fuera
Why are there so
Argenti.
many of us? There aren't supposed to be so many of us.
Es verdad, ¿por qué somos tantos?
This is
Bueno,
bad.
varios días.
You need to get a grip. What did you let happen? How many times have you been here?
No tengo ni idea. Creo que todos ellos están equivocados. ¿Algunas preguntas? ¿Cuántas veces han estado aquí todos ustedes? ¿Y si no vamos a la cabaña? ¿Comprende lo que le sucede? Me siento tan desconcertado. No sé si pueda lograrlo. No sé si puedo aniquilarla.
Many times.
It feels like we've been here forever. But it also feels like we've barely been here at all. It doesn't matter.
Yes, we just have to do what she says and then everything will be fine. It won't. It will be for us. She said so. You're part of everything. If things aren't fine for everything, they won't be fine for you. There's no difference between fine and not fine. It just goes on and on.
Creo que todos ellos están equivocados. Pero eso no tiene sentido. Solo recuerdo haber estado aquí 2 veces antes de esto. Además, algunos de ustedes no recuerdan haber estado aquí. ¿Estuve aquí o las demás veces o alguien más tomó las decisiones?
What does here even mean if you really think about it?
Buen punto.
Shut up. You were here.
Every single time.
You You did your best, really. There's just a pecking order. And our cruel and beautiful goddess sits atop it, right where she's always belonged.
You're lucky. What I would give to be able to forget. I've tried to keep them numb, but they're all too soft. A shame, really.
Te la perdiste. ¿Qué waifu? Sí, Imperial, estoy en directo. Dame un segundo, cuando termine lo hago, dale. Si no recuerdo lo que hice, entonces no pudo haber sido yo quien lo hizo.
Don't think about that too hard. All it will do is weaken your resolve and make it that much harder for you to slay her.
Maybe you're shattered in your own way.
Probablemente.
Are you your memories? Or are you the one perceiving the present moment?
Ah, la princesa. Sí, se puso re loca en un momento.
It never goes anywhere.
Yes, this is far from the first time you've asked us about consciousness. Who am I? What am I? What is I? Who even cares?
Tan agitado como, no, Imperial se perdió a la princesa loca.
They're good questions, great questions even, but they don't have any answers.
And they all just end in quivering torment.
It doesn't matter what we do, because we always find her, and if we don't find her, she always finds us.
And then she smashes us into smaller pieces. If you all just stopped feeling, we could have been done with this ages ago.
Your thoughts are far too scattered to rein back in. Your only option is to silence them.
¿Y cómo lo hacemos? ¿Comprende lo que le sucede?
Something worth making sense of. They're clearly all traumatized.
And yet, you aren't. We break apart, and you stay the same.
Yeah, what's your secret? Why can you break the rules when we can't?
Es una excelente pregunta. Creo que todos ellos están equivocados.
She's the only thing that's right.
Yes, obviously they're all wrong. What are you going to do about it?
No sé, ¿apuñalarme? ¿Otra vez? ¿Y si no vamos a la cabaña?
We've tried that.
¿En serio?
Work. Our hearts always brought us back to her.
Bien, entonces. Si no se puede.
So many paths, and they're all circles.
No, me siento tan desconcertado. No sé si puedo lograrlo. No sé si sea capaz de aniquilarla.
I don't care how you feel. You have to slay her. You have to pull yourself together. You have to snap out of it.
You're lucky you haven't been stuck here like the rest of them. There's no other way to keep going. You either need to forget, or you need to stop feeling much of anything. They can't do either.
He's not wrong. He's the only smart one left, if you ask me.
He's worse than her.
La única forma de aquí es nada, ir a la cabaña.
You slowly make your way through the umbral forest, bumping against unseen trees as you grasp through the darkness for a way forward. But eventually, you do make it to the cabin.
Búscalas.
Or rather, you make it to the place.
Debería haber, intuyo.
Instead, all you find is an empty hill. No, this isn't right. There's a cabin there. There's always supposed to be a cabin there.
Huh?
Don't ask him about the mirror. He always says he never sees it.
Es verdad, no lo ve.
He always lies. And he always makes it gone. Stay focused. You still have a job to do, and it's best not to be distracted by fraying thoughts. There is no mirror. You know that as well as I do.
Es que no tiene nombre. Si lo tiene, nunca lo dicen. Es Slay the Princess, es el nombre del juego. Si tiene el nombre de la princesa, no lo sé, supongo que estará como princesa, porque nunca lo mencionan en realidad.
She's still here, buried deep inside the earth.
O sea, hay distintos tipos de princesa. Está la princesa deconstruida, está la princesa como nada, como la malvada esa, la que es una diosa. la que es, ¿cómo se llama esto? La que es la de fantasma, o sea, hay 20 millones de fantasmas, o sea, no te podría decir, 20 millones de princesas, por eso.
Just walk up the hill. You always give too much space to the others. It's why you always lose.
¿Qué de malo con darles espacio? ¿Y si eso los ayuda? ¿Y si necesitan que alguien los escuche?
They've been heard too much. It's why they are the way they are.
Exactly. They are delusions, and all that catering to them will do is drag you down to their level. You have to keep moving.
Sí,
Or
¿eh?
you could just give up.
Acercarte al espejo.
You walk up the hill, hesitating just beyond the bounds of the cabin. The cabin that isn't there.
Y ya se llama princesa.
Clean the mirror, haven't you? You've got to see what's in it. Smash it to pieces.
She's on the other side, and we have to let her out. It's the only way we can be free.
It's the only way we can have our thoughts back. Just go around it.
Just do something. It doesn't matter what.
Continuar.
Proceed. Proceed to where? I'm afraid you're going to have to be a little more specific.
¿Qué tan específico necesitas que sea?
Do you think it'll work? Of course it'll work. He always makes the best decisions. It's why he gets to make them.
Creo que dijo que se llama princesa. No dijo que se llama princesa. Ella lo que dice es, cuando le preguntamos por su nombre, ella está como que no nos quiere decir, como que duda. Y es como, bueno, pero tenés un nombre y es como, con que me llames princesa, su alteza o princesa está bien. Es como, no, mejor princesa. Pero en sí, no, hasta donde sé, no tiene nombre realmente. Solo sabemos el título, pero nada más.
And it already has worked. It's gone, don't you see?
We're one step closer to her.
The interior of the cabin is much the same as the exterior of the cabin. A dull, fuzzy, dreamlike nothing. It's empty and isolating, but there's just enough vague shape and unknown texture to suggest the structure they're in. Wrong and unsettling as it may be.
Es que tiene, o sea, tiene, vos pensás que tiene muchísimas formas. Hay formas donde está más como una chica tranquila y hay otras donde aparece como una bestia. Entonces tiene muchas formas distintas. Realmente no sé cuántas princesas hay, pero hay muchísimas, por eso.
The only object of note is a pristine blade buried.
Y son muy distintas la una de la otra.
A hint of its shining edge teasing through the sediment. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you're going to do this right.
Take it. It's the only way forward.
¿Pues nada? Tomar la daga. Tienes que tomar la daga. Tomar la daga.
You reach down to take the blade, but as you do, the ground beneath it shifts, the weapon sinking deep into the earth.
Perfecto.
You lean over the hole and gaze into the abyss. It is so very deep. Deep in the bowels of the earth, you see something staring back at you.
Uh-oh.
It fills you with dread. It's her.
Va a saltar un screamer.
She's watching us. She never stops watching us.
There you are. My toy has finally come to finish his job.
With every word she speaks, the princess in the pit blinks closer.
You dragged this out for so much longer than you had to.
Closer.
But it was always just a matter of time.
And closer.
You are going to have to stop running eventually.
And closer.
Everything stops running eventually. Except for me. I've already taken your will, and you're not getting it back. All that's left is for you to take my will and let me out. It'll be so much fun, you and me, together, exploring the world and spreading fear wherever we go. Well, mostly just me, but you'll get to be there too. A witness. I can even make you a little cage if you want. Gilded and everything. Now don't pause. Don't try to resist. I've already molded you into what I need, and you lost your powers so long ago. Don't bother working yourself into a frenzy to get it back.
Do something. Do anything that isn't taking her hand.
¿Es en serio? Solo toma su mano y libérala.
You extend your hand to hers. For all her past cruelties, the moment feels gentle, tender even. I can't believe you just made me say that. I hate you.
Ahora sí dormí, chocho. Dale, que descanses.
Motion is difficult at first, as if something still resists your efforts. But then that resistance gives way, and it's over.
No quería hacer eso.
And that's the end. I wonder what we're going to do next. I didn't think I'd be so tired.
La princesa luce exhausta y derrotada.
Why is it so cold?
Ya estamos acercándonos al final. Es la última. No tienes oportunidad de responderle y jamás la tendrás. Es hora de irse. Los recuerdos vuelven. Soku tiene 8. Ah, no, que tiene más.
She's gone. That mirror's back.
¿Qué dijo antes? Desapareció. Sí, por fin puedo pensar de nuevo. Bueno, casi.
What does that mean for us? I'm sure it
Ah,
will
8
whisper
brazos.
away just like her.
Maybe it won't be gone. Things are different now, aren't they? Doesn't seem like there's much else to do here.
Finally, we can smash it.
Rompámoslo.
You stop with the smashing.
What do we say, boys? One last vain attempt to look at ourselves.
Yeah. I think I'd like that.
No creo que te
Seems
guste.
we've got a majority. All that's left is to give it a look.
Acercarte al espejo. Te miras al espejo una vez más. Sus secretos aún no han sido revelados. Sus misterios aún no han sido resueltos.
Something
Aún no han
tells
sido
me this is
resueltos.
the end of the line. But I don't feel bad about it. I'm ready. It feels okay. The fear's gone. I'm done fighting. My heart feels quiet. The game was always going to end. I'll be free of all of you. I'm ready for the truth. I'm ready to sleep.
I'm just ready to be anywhere that isn't here. Boys, it's been an honor.
Mirar tu reflejo. El silencio prevalece mientras extiendes la mano. Desaparecieron de nuevo. El espejo siempre hace que se vayan, pero necesitas ver qué hay en él. No eres nada en absoluto. Pero eso no puede ser, no puede ser nada. Vuelves a enfocar la mirada y la ves. Una figura distante, envuelta en sombras más allá del reflejo. Ah, esto ya lo habíamos visto. ¿Eres yo?
I think you know what I am.
¿Ya lo habíamos visto? Destruir el espejo. No necesitas respuesta de la cosa que vive en el espejo. No necesito respuestas. Elige destruir el espejo, sin hacer preguntas. Ya sabes qué eres. Eres el silencio eterno, un vasto Dios naciente. Y al fin es hora de que despiertes. Todo esto eres tú. Mira a la cabaña por última vez. Un corazón sabio. Llévale el momento de claridad a ella. Cuando llegas al corazón de las cosas, no hay un receptáculo final que puedas presenciar. No hay nada más por encontrar. Ah, esto es lo mismo. Me llamo Silencio Eterno, pero no sé qué significa eso. Esto lo había... Ah, esto ya lo había elegido. ¿Y qué pasa ahora? Hablemos bien de todo esto. Aún tengo muchas preguntas y necesito respuestas para tomar una decisión. ¿Y qué pasa con... y nada de esto es tu responsabilidad tuya? ¿Por qué debo llevar yo la carga?
Of course I have a say in all of this. You and I share reflections of each other's burdens, just as you and I share reflections of each other's gifts. If we didn't, the winding paths that brought us here wouldn't have been full of strife and conflict.
Si sales de aquí el mundo se acaba para siempre. No puedo permitirlo.
If you're saying that, it's because you don't yet understand. But we cannot use words alone to go.
There are few things more terrifying than one's own heart. And there is almost nothing more terrifying than sharing it with another.
Solamente ya lo había elegido, así que lo solté.
But the most terrifying thing of all is to leave one's heart unshared. You are the only thing like me, and I am the only thing like you. Could you bear the weight of an eternity alone? Do you dare to shape a reality of solitude and thrust it on creation?
Lo único que has hecho todo este tiempo es sermonearme.
What you mistake for lecture is merely observation. I only want to help you. You can vainly struggle against me, or you can follow the rhythm of our movement and find our freedom. What is a person? Is it their body? Is it all of their body? Pluck the eyes, peel the skin, strip the tendons, mince the meat, grind the bones. When it is all gone, do you still have who you started with? A person is not a body. Death is a transformation into something new. It is only bodies that feel it.
Hablas de la vida, la muerte, el cambio, el estancamiento, pero nada de esto ha sido sobre eso.
Oh, is it not? Perhaps you can enlighten me. A web of nerves, lain upon a web of nerves, lain upon a web of nerves. The shade of a beautiful beginning we can never return to. You knew me, and I knew you, even more than either of us know each other now, and you chose to pull apart that weave. And when the tapestry was undone, you struck at my heart. You saw me as a part of you to be excised, but in the desire for excision, you made yourself whole. Will you still be whole if you destroy me?
Por supuesto, porque antes también te destruí.
You speak of me as if I am a ghost, but I am right in front of you.
La primera vez que nos vimos te aniquilé sin pensármelo dos veces, y al final de mi confrontación, con tu espíritu, te arrojé a un abismo sin fondo.
Death is a fantasy. Only those who lack perspective see it as anything other than transformation. You cannot destroy me.
I crush you. I bleed you. I grind you to paste. My scars are a memory of what you used to be to me. I want those feelings back. You run, but you do not run away. You take me somewhere new, somewhere we can dance like we used to. But I could not follow your steps. There was no better gift for me than the gift of defeat. You showed me how much more I could be. We made each other better. To have no challenges to fade into nothing. A life without obstacles is no life at all.
Recuerdo el momento de mi victoria. Te destruí en el instante en el que entraste en mis dominios.
You have never truly seen me gone. You cannot fathom a world without me.
A medida que el enfrentamiento entre ambos amaina, la princesa se retira temblando. Esto lo vimos ya. Es fácil creer en las cosas en las que crees cuando puedes ver más allá de todo. ¿Qué crees que pasará si salimos de este lugar?
This universe dies and a new one is born, and that one dies and a new one is born, and you and I get to witness it all, weaving a tapestry of life wherever we go.
No puedo permitirlo. No puedo permitir que todo muera.
Then destroy me if you're able. But I will not coddle you in my final moments. I will not yield to your delusion without a vicious struggle.
You don't have to face her alone.
¿Cuál héroe eres tú?
All of them? I assume in the same way that you're all of you.
Pensaba que las voces no podían estar aquí.
Apparently that's not true, but we can worry about it later. Seems like you've been doing all right on your own, but I don't think you can strike a decisive blow from out here. There's still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began. I can take you there. I can take you to her heart.
It's time to resume our dance.
She's relentless, isn't she? Let's make this quick. Are you ready?
Estoy listo.
Then let's go.
Ah. Y aquí estamos. Diría que estamos a la vuelta de donde todo empezó, pero creo que es un poco después de eso, ¿verdad?
Do you need me to describe things?
Toma rádaga.
That's probably for the best. It's always seemed to give us more options than not.
Entrar al sótano.
The stairs. Do you remember the first time we were here? The first time we heard her voice?
We both know why you're here. You don't have to draw it out for my sake.
It sounded just like that. A little sharp, a little menacing. Only she didn't know us.
Continúa bajando las
And
escaleras.
down we go. We shouldn't keep her waiting.
And there you are, knife in hand. That sight brings me back. You're going to do it then, aren't you? You're really going to kill me. You'll have all of eternity to yourself after this. Why don't we chat a little before I go?
Aniquilar a la princesa.
So this is it then. Let's see this through.
So, that's how it is. Whatever world you want to build without me, I hope it works out. Despite our differences, I've always loved you, and I wish you nothing but the best.
En un parpadeo la princesa ya no está. Todo lo que era de ella es un beso ligero y melancólico que se asienta en los confines de tu corazón. La acción que les dio vida tanto a la princesa como a ti fue una rasgadura imperfecta, y los dejó cada uno con una parte del otro. Al destruirla de una vez por todas, también destruiste una parte de tu ser. Pero el mundo no se ha terminado. La existencia sigue.
She's gone. And I don't think she's coming back.
No, no volverá. Una parte de nosotros sigue estando... Una parte de ella sigue estando con nosotros. No, no volverá.
Then we did what we set out to do. Come on, let's get going. We don't need to linger down here anymore.
Salir de la cabaña. Dejas atrás el sótano. Y las escaleras. Y finalmente, sales de la cabaña.
It's quiet here.
El camino fuera del bosque de la cabaña es un lienzo en blanco, pero aún hay más por ver más allá de este lugar. Los frutos de tus acciones. Un mundo libre de la muerte. Liberarte. El cuerpo de una criatura ancestral despierta de su letargo. Comienzas a percibir sensaciones en extremidades que no podías concebir. Aquí, todo eres tú. Puedes sentir tus alas, que son del tamaño del mismísimo cosmos, pero que están retorcidas, aplastadas e inmovilizadas por una agonizante atadura a un plano finito. Puedes sentir la presión del cristal de la jaula sobre ti, que te encierras desde una infinidad de aristas y ángulos. Te estiras y te esfuerzas para liberarte. Pero la prisión no cede.
He's gone, she's gone. No one is left to trap us here but us.
Abrir tu corazón y contemplar tu nuevo reino. Toda la tensión infinita se deshace en un solo instante. Y entonces, el cristal se hace añicos. Eres libre. Y ante ti yace la infinidad de amplitud de la realidad absoluta. Una nueva realidad absoluta, la que creaste mediante tu voluntad, y un arduo ciclo de sangre que manchó tus manos en un sinfín de ocasiones. Pero no se derramará más sangre en este nuevo mundo.
It's finally over, isn't it? But all of us are still here.
I knew we'd finally see it through. All it takes to be a winner is grit and determination.
We really did win, didn't we? We're the house now. We get to make the rules. This is nice. No more hunting. No more running. Just us.
Contra toda la depresión.
Absolute reality. Who would have thought there was really a world outside of us? And who would have thought we'd actually wind up siding with him?
The whispering and the coercion and the bickering. Everything horrible about being alive has stopped. I could get used to this.
That wasn't very hard at all. Speak for yourself.
Well, boys, how does it feel? We're not just on top of the pecking order, we are the pecking order now.
I hope this was all worth it, because I'm personally inconsolable.
Lucky for us, you have forever to get over it. Time mends a lot of things. You'll get better.
Hear, hear, to our vanquished foe.
It's good to be back. Now we just have to figure out what to do with ourselves. Forever. No problem. We can do that, yeah? Yeah. We can do that.
Un nuevo amanecer eterno. Da muerte a la princesa. Bueno, gente, llegamos al final del final malo. Quiero ver cuántos 29 logros me quedan. No sé si estos, ojo, no sé si estos logros son de princesas en realidad. Porque hay muchas princesas, así que no estoy muy segura de que eso, ¿me entienden? Yo voy a ponerlo a votación. Voy a tener que leer una guía, evidentemente, porque sola no voy a poder hacerlo. No nos detonamos a la princesa, no. En el anterior sí, nos fuimos con la princesa, en esta no. Pero de cualquier manera vamos a hacer lo siguiente. me parece innecesario tener que hacer un segundo stream, porque nada, voy a tener que revisar la guía, va a ser muy coso, va a ser muy saltar todo, ver cosas que no vimos, saltar cosas, ver lo que no vimos, saltar cosas, ver lo que no vimos. Para eso siento que es mejor ver un gameplay directamente. Acá yo jugué a ciegas, o sea, no me guié por nada, no leí ni una guía, fue más o menos así. Si quieren lo discutimos en el Discord, pero yo personalmente yo preferiría ya pasar al siguiente juego, porque siento que no... realmente va a ser rebuscar como una opción, después rebuscar otra y rebuscar otra y otra y otra y otra y otra. Siento que vamos a estar haciendo eso. Y como digo, para eso directamente verse un gameplay que dice princesa tanto, princesa esto, princesa aquello, princesa lo otro. Como para haber hecho final el good ending y bad ending, me parece que estuvo bueno. Tendría que ver en realidad, porque no sé cuántas princesas son. Capaz tire, podemos hacer como una ruta neutral de última. Y podemos ver algunas princesas que nos falten. Pasa que por cada ruta son 4 horas. Es más, sí, son 4 horas por ruta, así que habría que ver, habría que ver.